Hello everybody, how we doing today? Welcome on in, good to have you all out here. Hi. Hellos. Oh my gosh, we're back. It's the Monday stream. What's going on? Hope y'all had a lovely weekend. Oh, it's good to have y'all out here. Hi's, hellos, what's ups? Hi, hello, hi. Good to have y'all out here. Welcome on in, my friends. Good to have you. What's up, Miss May? Valen Knight, how we doing? Tay, what's going on? Lefty Jason, hello. Joffy, what's up? Hi. Green Rider, Distraught Potato, Jan, Jordan, Dot, Carrie, I can't remember which, but I'm pretty sure you told me once, but you know, let's go with Carrie. I'm assuming it's Carrie. Queen Hoove, hi. Thank you for the 8 months. And Jordan, thank you so much for the dono. Appreciate you both. And I saw Queen Hoove, you got the Foliage University hoodie. Oh, lovely, amazing. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate all the support on that. Dire Kestrel, how we doing? Super Taco, what's up? How we doing? Light Merc, hello. From tropical Chicago. Is it dumping rain over there then? Is that why it's tropical right now? Or is it a nice, lovely day? Also, it is supposed to be so hot today. So the AC is already running in the office. How hot is it supposed to be? Yeah, it's supposed to be almost 90. Love it. Let's see, what is supposed to be this week? Oh, there's a heat advisory all week long. Oh, tomorrow is supposed to be mid 90s. Lovely. Fun. Bought 2. Nice. Oh yeah, Jordan, you got one for you and one for your kid, I remember you saying last week. Hope you had a great birthday weekend. I did, RK. I did. It was a really fun weekend. My wife planned this whole like field day, games day for Saturday. We had a bunch of friends come over. It was super hilarious. It was so fun. We did like a water balloon toss. We played, you know, like the basketball game horse, but we did pig, so just 3 letters. We did a blind Mario Kart race, so you have one person who's looking at the screen and then the other person looks away from the screen. And whoever's looking away, they're the one controlling, like driving the car, and then their person has to tell them left, right, blah blah.
From Germany.
To try and like, and then I was racing to see who can get there. It's super fun. Absolutely chaotic. Everybody's screaming. So it was great. It was super fun. Had a great time. But yeah, it was a good time. Good times. Francis, thanks so much for the 4 months, my dude. Greetings from Germany. First time catching you live. Hey, thank you so very much. First time here, and you've been sub for 4 months. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, and then yesterday we went and did a lot of wine tasting with some friends again, and went out to dinner and all that, and it was good. It was great. Had a great lovely weekend. And now we have to get into the game. Let me boot up Minecraft real quick. I hadn't done that yet. It's dying. Computer's dying. There we go. Oh no, computer's not dying. Computer's alive. Computer's not dying. Computer. Oh, we're alive. Okay, cool. We're alive. But thank you all so much for being here today. Click the like button over on the YouTubes if you haven't already. If there's a little stutter on it, that was on my end. It was just loading in the game. So I really appreciate it. Highs. If you have not checked it, we're 1 week into the merch already. So be sure to check out the Foliage University merch if you haven't already. It is pinned in both chats at the top right now. If you want to check that out, absolutely amazing. Really cool to be launching. I'm super excited for it to go along with the whole Foliage University month that we're doing over here. So yeah, if there's a little bit of lag, it should be back now. How long does this stream take? Usually we're live for about 3 hours, something like that. So hey Helen, how we doing? Here in the Netherlands, it's hot too. Yeah, but don't you want to buy a sweatshirt for the winter? When it'll be cold. Frenchman, thank you so much for subscribing, dude. I appreciate it. No, that was Anima gifting a sub to that Frenchman, I think. Yes. Anima, thank you for the gift sub. Also, hi, Anima. How we doing? Hello. Let me get some windows organized. I'm all over the place today. I literally sat down at 12:15 and clicked go live, and I had not opened up anything because I got into the gym late this morning, so I was trying to eat some food because, you know, it's kind of lunchtime right now. And then, yeah, we're good. We're chilling. We're fine. Okay, so today, spoiling my baby. There you go. Spoiling the baby. Gotcha. All good. Today, we are going to start with turning the camera on That sounds like a good one. Yeah, let's turn that back on. Yeah, we can be on screen now. We're gonna start with designing this down here. I would like to get these houses sorted out to see what's going on with that. And then maybe we'll figure out that little space. We'll figure out these, and then I also want to figure out this. And then the last part is we have to figure out the sniffer ranch house over there, because obviously we need a little sniffer ranch. So I figured we could start with all of that stuff and then just get on moving. We got a lot of building stuff to do today, and then if we finish all of it, then we'll jump into the hardcore actual world and start doing some resource gathering and stuff, because why not? But I was thinking this guy, of course, is actually that could work. Do I have a granite stair anywhere? I do, right here. Go in lurker mode and actually gonna watch stream. Hey, all good, dude. Thanks for hanging. I want this one to feel like an actual building that they had or was used here. I'm almost thinking it's gonna look like a chapel that we've repurposed to be another classroom here for the water plants area. It's kind of the vibe I have in mind for it. And I'm playing with the idea on this one. I've been kind of wanting to do full blocks to the roof. I feel like full blocks could be kind of fun instead of where we've been doing like the slabs and stairs everywhere else. I thought we could just do something a little bit different. We'll see. We need to also get this guy up to here. But we'll see what we can make off of this. I'm hopeful that we can come up with some good designs today. Then you need to go boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna start with this. If we texture over them later, that's fine. But I just want to get something in to give it a little bit more suitable framage. Might make it a little too tight in here, but it'll be okay. That is brick on brick, so we're gonna have to really texture the bottom there, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Carving out a cave home along a riverside mountain at the moment. Ooh, that sounds fun, Jesse. In real life or in Minecraft? No, I'm kidding. Have you thought about a small amphitheater? I have. I don't know where to put it though.
Anyways, howdy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Technical Corn, thank you for the 11 months, my dude. I really appreciate that. We could retrofit this space into an amphitheater. So like they'd have like a little pathway right here. And then we carve out some steps that's kind of like this stepping down. And then we turn this, like bring this up to be like a bit of a stage. Because that'd be kind of a cool view for an amphitheater, not gonna lie. It'd be a small one. Do we think about that? What do we think about that? Not do we think about that? Amphitheater. Yeah, let's mark that in for now and see if we like it. I think that could be cool, Super Taco. You might be onto something there. Deflate. Nope. Send this guy all the way across. I think we'll start with this here. Meninonin, thank you so much for the prime. I think I said that right. Thank you. Appreciate it. I know, I'm kind of vibing with the idea of doing a roof out of these. I feel like this can look very shingly, which is fun.
Love your videos. They give me so much inspiration for
Thanks,
my
Carl.
own builds in my Minecraft survival world.
Appreciate the dono, dude. 2 single upside downstairs missing back left roof line. Oh, I am missing some. Are we doing what now? I was like, wait, what? let's just grab that guy now. Do we want to do that? Yeah, we'll copy that into there for now. See what it looks like once we get through the rest of it. Okay, so that's kind of all of that in here. These guys are all going to be bam, bam, wham, shamblam. I feel like I should know Minecraft flowers right now. Should know all of them. Every single one. If you don't know them all, that's all I'll say. Nah. I always forget like half of them. What wall do we want? Let's go with brick wall, and then we'll go with our jungle. Actually, I might just... Oh, oops, sorry. I might just do the wall. I think if we do the jungle, it's gonna get too spiky. So I think we just do the wall. See what happens. My friends over on YouTube, click the like button if you have not already. We got almost 600 people in here. We're at 300 likes right now. So if you haven't yet, I really do appreciate y'all taking the time to do it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just kind of going through right now and adding in what I usually do as like the classics. Ooh, it's an even number. Well, this is just kind of what we're gonna do. We'll just say that it's fine. It's totally fine. Not bugging me at all. But maybe we do 2 there, and we do 2 here, and we do that for the windows instead. Stream liked. Thank you. Indigo Blue, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. You have a going night. Uses redstone thing for mangrove time. Yeah. I have a mangrove tree farm. I have a mangrove tree farm and I have a nether tree farm because I hate gathering both of those to the point where I wouldn't use them. Okay, so I like the idea of having this kind of darker along the bottom. Just because it's going to kind of step around for... Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with these posts yet. They might honestly be tough. Not rough, they'll be tough. Let's see, what if we did like... Honestly, just like this could potentially work. Oop. Something like that's not bad. Just as like a little extra supporting thing. I really want to avoid using a lot of like these in the build outside of the corner supports. I think we're going to go mostly to the dripstone, and then we're going to mostly go to these lighter guys, because otherwise it's going to blend a lot with the road. So we need to get that much lighter bit coming in here. Maximus, thank you for the 3 months, my dude. I love the whole iron bar candle combo you've been using. I wish I could say I was the one who made it up, but I am not. I picked that up a long time ago. I think the first time I saw it might have been Jermsy Boy, and I know B-Dubs has used it a bunch. But it's become a very, very popular building trick. Also throwing a little terracotta along the bottoms. I don't know. Hey Belladonna, how we doing? How can I apply for a position as a teacher at the university? I already have the uniform ordered. Ooh, Kex. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe we'll have to do that at the end. Maybe I'll have to go through and like pick people randomly who ordered the merch. Like I'll go pull some first names out of it and like add them in as like the name signs above classrooms or like in the dorm rooms or something like that. That could be kind of funny. That could be a good gag. I'm just gonna texture and then we're gonna get in and do a little bit more shaping and things and add a little bit more detail in here. But I think I just want to try and get the texture because like I'm thinking like right here we could do something else than these guys, but for now we'll just leave it as this. 3D leaf litter in the foliage pack would go crazy. I kind of like the leaf litter as is though, I'll be honest with you. Kind of vibe with it. I'm gonna do a little here. Gotta get like a little bit in, unfortunately. What do we want to do? That looks pretty good. I don't know. We'll come back in and get a little bit more. Oh, yep. Looks great. Looks lovely. We did a really, really good job. Oh, no. It's a nice build there. Thanks, Raymond. We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly. It'll come together. It'll get there. It'll get there. We just gotta be careful about how much we're actually using out here versus for this stuff versus the. I'm gonna turn that into one of them. Versus the road, just because we have the same palette in for the road that we're using for this building, so we need to figure out a way to make this stand out a little bit more, which I think we can pull off. I'm not too sure. Kind of gives the shine coming from up there. Would you ever build custom mushrooms? I've built a few. I've never made ones that I've like absolutely loved, so I tend to go for trees instead, but I want to try once we get into the cave. I want to do some in there. Oh, the way I do the docks? Yeah, I'm happy with how this one turned out. I thought it came together pretty well. We'll get out there and decorate it a bit more and try and make it look like people actually are using it. Soonish. I don't really know what I want to do with this one, but I feel like because we're in the shadow here, like it definitely needs a little bit more of this darker bit than we would have otherwise. Like maybe we can have like a little bit of shine right here. Yeah, it's getting there. Okay, now we can start messing around with some other things. What do we want to do above the windows? The easy, like, simple solution would just be, like, do some, like, bam, bam. But I don't really want to do that. I feel like that's too easy. Also, for the windows themselves, I'm kind of leaning towards just either... I feel like bamboo trapdoors could kind of go hard, but... especially sunken back in, because they get a little bit flat. More tough. We could try some tough. We really only have the 3 blocks of tough, or the little tough wall in here so far, so... Polished granite looks like angry eyebrows. True. Super angry eyebrows. We're gonna have to be pretty careful. That's probably gonna be a big window. What we can also do, and I'm thinking about things, these little sidewalls can have a little phallic, so maybe not. Let's just do one. Maybe not the too tall. That can be for a different build in the future. Stress of every builder. It's way too easy in Minecraft to make those shapes, man. Copper grates. I kind of like the bamboo windows, though. I feel like they're kind of cool. Oop. What mods are you using? The big one I'm using right now is called Axiom. Helps a ton with building. Also, I think I want to bring these in and recess them. Add leaves? Yeah, that's like a final detail step. If you leave too early, it's hard to do the rest of it. Maybe more of those tough walls on the other side. I was thinking we could go here first, is like these bottom ones. Also get that a little bit. And then we can also grab this and do like a little, like, give it some age. And then that. I don't want to bring them into here because, like, then it would really limit our walking path. Our door's already kind of offset. Feel like just a little bit of darkerness. Darkerness. Not darkness. Specifically darkerness. We can do that. I feel like stained glass windows could be kind of dope, like red/green mix or some other complementary colors. Oh, and that big one could work. Speaking of stained glass windows, I've been doing this on the inside of them. And I thought this has actually turned out to be really cool. It kind of gives the window, even though it's only the one color, it gives it this like cool framing effect almost, which I think is really fun. And then we'll bring in the rest of this ceiling here to give it, give it even more frame. Can you give some advice on how to keep your forever world going? I lost mine yesterday. How'd you lose yours? If it's a repurposed chapel, maybe nice to incorporate some glazed terracotta. Could take this, move that back, and give ourselves some space to work with for glazed terracotta. Let's go with tough for our baseline along there. Get some lasagna in. And since we turn this, since it's along the water, let's do some light blue. Some lime and some orange. Maybe we can figure out something with. And what if we this guy back. Oh, I already have some. I know it's really hidden. You'd only really see it like when you're in here, but could be something. Crashed into the end ship while escaping shulkers in the end. So you just died. You didn't lose the world. They get back up and go again. Unless there's a hardcore world, then yeah, you kind of did lose it. But if it's a regular survival world, what's stopping you from going to get another Elytra? Do people still use World Machine? Dude, I haven't heard about World Machine in years. I don't know. I'd be surprised if some people aren't using World Machine. So, yeah. Well. I think World Machine definitely has an audience still somewhere. Kind of like the big gray leaf there. I feel like that actually works really well. fWhip, I want to say thank you for fostering such an open and supportive community. I'm transgender, not going to specific, but it's hard, especially recently. It's really important to me that your community is so lighthearted. Genuinely, thank you so much. I'm so excited to see the university. Excited to wear my U of F hoodie. Oh, you just call it the FU hoodie. Don't worry. It's the FU 2025 hoodie. Foliage University, obviously. But silly dog, I'm so glad that you feel welcomed and that you feel like this is a space that you can hang and be a part of. We love having you here, and I can only imagine some of the stress that you're going through right now, and so if I can give you a little bit of a break from some of that, I feel like I'm doing a good job.
Pleased to meet you.
It's the fWhip hoodie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for short, it's the.
I want to start a forever world, but I'd give I should open a new one or go back to my 400 days world that I'm bored of. BTW, I really love your videos. I'm witching since the first episode. PLS, don't stop.
Dallin1, thank you so much for becoming a tier 1 member, my dude. And Nadav, thank you so much for the 5 months. I would say if you feel super burned out and bored of the forever world that you were doing, before you start a new one, I'm not going to say don't start a new one, but before you start a new one, try to ask yourself, why are you bored of it? Like, what's going on that's made you bored of that world? Like, why don't you want to play in it? And this isn't me trying to be like, you should go blah, 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 blah. No, not at all. But like, if you're fully burnt out and bored on a world, like, what caused that? Like, what caused you to not want to play in that world anymore? And maybe the best case scenario, best case forward, is you do start a new world. That is completely an acceptable answer. Like, fully, you can do that. But before you do that, try and ask yourself why. Like, why are you like, why do you not enjoy that world anymore? And if you can figure that out, that's going to help you a lot with in being able to enjoy the next world that you try going for a forever world again on. That's the big thing, is that a lot of people will just be like, oh, I'm bored of this world, this one sucks, blah blah blah, and then they go back, but then they do the exact same thing again. Like, did you potentially, was your first build like a super giga iron farm and you had billions of iron per hour and you never needed anything else ever again? Like, then you're like, well, there's no point in playing this world. I don't have to grind for anything because I have all of it all the time. Maybe next time build a smaller iron farm and don't go for the big crazy one. So yeah, Joffe, make sure you pick up your FU hoodie. Foliage University hoodie, for anybody who's curious. Before, you know, we're family friendly here, so the Foliage University hoodie, FU 2025. Make sure you grab your Foliage University hoodie. Get your 2025 class of the Foliage University hoodie now. Hades. I don't know about this one. I feel like the cornflowers actually could look really nice here. I know we're in water plants, so obviously water plants would be blue, but we also don't have the ability to really put water plants up here, so. I'm dying of that abbreviation. I actually didn't know. Somebody commented that, and I was like, oh no. And then I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I actually think that's funny. That's some Cartoon Network humor right there, and I am all for Cartoon Network humor. Is it even possible to get 9,999,999,999 channel points? It is possible, technically. Technically, it's possible. Got your FU 2025 hoodie? Yeah. You can add whatever personal meaning to the hoodie that you'd like, but it is the Foliage University hoodie, primarily. Just joined it. All I see is FU 2025. Yeah, it's the Foliage University, Lauren. I don't know what you're on about. You're just shaking my head. What, man? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that's not fine. Okay. So many trapdoors. Trapdoors are great. I don't know why I did that, but I think it looks kind of nice. Gutter of some sort. I don't know. I think the pale oak leaves actually look really nice here. Yeah, thank you, Gods of Mess and Mayhem. You know exactly what it stands for. What was your favorite Cartoon Network show? Was it Dexter's Lab Cartoon Network? I loved Dexter's Lab as a kid. I really loved my favorite cartoons as a kid were probably some level of, what was that, like Teenage Mutant Heroes one where they had like there was like Beast Boy, there's a cyborg. Like I loved that one. That was a great one. I'm blanking on the name of it. Got a YouTube short earlier about copper torches coming in the next snapshot. Any thoughts? I think they're cool. I think copper torches are cool. I finished building the largest FU in my Minecraft hardcore forever world. Hashtag FU 2025. Yeah, exactly. Teen Titans. Yeah, Teen Titans. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, Teen Titans was great. I don't know how it aged, if it aged well or not, but I did love that as a kid. Yeah, Kids Next Door. Fairly Odd Parents. We're big Fairly Odd Parents fans. Checking light levels real quick. We're gonna need one down here too. Okay, cool. That's everything up top minus here and here. Perfect. Okay. Biker Mice from Mars? I have no idea what that is. Scooby-Doo is good. The when I was really little, I loved Scooby-Doo. Not so much when I got older, though. I feel like that's pretty good. We can figure out the classroom in here a little later. Yeah. Feeling like a small part of up there. We maybe could have had some more brick. We could try some brick into the base of it, like next to the dripstone. It's like we can go like the top, bottom 2 blocks. And we won't do any on this side because it's just at street level. But I think for that lower, like farther down section, yeah, I think that looks better. It gives it a little bit more of a base instead of just like noise. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Invader Zim. Ooh, Invader Zim was definitely a great one. Yeah, be sure to like the stream. We got almost 1,000 people in here, and then we're at almost 600 likes right now. What's the white thing on the dock? It's just text. I can put text in the world with Axiom, so I can write things around. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. You come up with the university banner yet, or a city banner? I have not, man on fire. I haven't really gotten there yet. Not too sure what I want to do for it quite yet. Okay, so for these next buildings, we need to figure out a bit of a block palette to go with. I'm kind of leaning towards picking stuff that we have over here, just because it'd be in the harbor type. I was leaning towards originally something like this, because it has the bottom like same bits, or we can go with like a full different vibe. Honestly, this might not be bad. Let's just try brick as the base. We'll do mangrove as like the log sections. We'll fill in light gray wool for there, and then I'm not gonna do a dark prismarine roof. I'll do a tough roof. I don't see turtles right now on that. It's in a Discord note, don't worry. I did not forget about the turtles. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna get them over here, don't worry. Yeah, we'll get these guys blocked out, and then we'll go figure out that amphitheater. That actually kind of sounds fun to do right now. I think Super Taco is on to something with the amphitheater idea. You know, it's rolling around my brain, so we gotta try it. So if the stream gets fully derailed and we don't get these buildings done, y'all can blame Super Taco. It's definitely not my fault if the stream gets derailed at this point, no. Not at all. Okay, and then that's the next build. Oh, but we made them connect. I forgot we did that. Blame Taco Bell got it. Yeah. Or blame Taco Bell, yeah. You can also blame Taco Bell if we get derailed. Mangrove, diorite, and other whites and dark oak. Like white up here instead of the gray. Let me get this framed out first. Oh. We'll see what we want to do. Let's add to our red concrete. Let's add more red. I don't know. Did I do this one already? I did. Okay, perfect. I didn't do that one, though. So you're saying dark oak? We can throw this in here for now.
Cha-ching!
Blade with the 50 gift members, my dude. How we doing? Welcome on in. Thank you so very much for the 50 gifted. Thank you. Everybody say thank you for Blade for another 50 gifted, my dude. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Okay. That's this whole building. I'm kind of leaning towards the gray now that I'm seeing it actually in here. I don't know. Especially if you got a gift membership, make sure y'all say thank yous. Get your thank yous. It's huge. Thank you so very much, dude. I really appreciate it. We're gonna make the roof out of Tiff. Oh. Watching Minecraft while playing yourself? Nice. Best way to Minecraft sometimes. Oh, I turned shaders on. Sorry. Ooh. Ooh. White screen warning. I really just gotta remove the keybind for that. I never use shaders, and that keybind is never triggered intentionally. It is always triggered by accident because it's right next to my gamma toggle keybind. Let's do that. Do that. I'll do... We'll just top it with a slab. Why not? We'll just texture this guy. Nope. That way, please. Bam. Wham. 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 Ah, we're getting there slowly. I always hate putting the roofs on. I feel like this is one of my least favorite parts about building. Putting the slayers. Apparently English is also difficult, but stairs are so difficult to put down on builds. I feel like, I don't know. I struggle with it big time. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I struggle by so much with trying to put stairs on buildings. Any tips on terraforming? Focus on the base shape. If the base shape looks good, you're gonna, like, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna carry across a lot better than if it was like a really, really chaotic, like, flat shape that you just did a ton of texturing to. Like, don't go too crazy. Not every, sorry, hit the mic. My biggest thing for terraforming is not every part of a landscape that you're working on needs to be full of detail. There can be blank grassy areas that are just there to be a lush green space to allow your eyes to relax when you're looking around. Like, if you look around here, like, let's go over here, for example. If everything was crazy, like, big fields like this all over the place, it would be very, very harsh on your eyeballs. So that's why there's a lot of spaces I made that are just like this, that are just kind of opened up, just open green space that doesn't really do anything. There's not a whole lot of thing in here besides just fluffy greenness. It just bits to relax your eye as you're moving around. It's a lot about balance. Like, if you can strike a balance with what you're doing and just make some spaces that are just less is more is usually the case in landscaping, I find. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of stuff. Dark chimney would look great. Yeah, I was thinking a deep slate. I was thinking deep slate brick, but deep slate tile, or maybe even maybe. I don't think I'm gonna have actual smoke coming out of this one, but no, I'm not a fan. Yeah, if any of you got the gifted membership, join the Discord. You can get access to all the downloads and texture packs and all that fun stuff in there. So make sure you join the Discord if you got a gift member. From Blade being absolutely awesome, gifting 50. But my friends, make sure you also click the like button. Why not? We got 1,300 people in here right now, and we're at 627 likes. So click the like button if you haven't already. Put the university thing on your resume. Yeah. If you buy a hoodie, you can definitely put that you went to the Foliage University on your resume. I don't make the rules, but also resumes can be whatever you want, right? Falling Down Wagon reminds me of Red Dead Redemption. I'm assuming that's what you mean by RDR. Yeah, it's Fallen Wagons are just ingrained in my brain as a meme of a build detail to add in. Back in the day when I used to play on a bunch of Conquest Reforged servers.
Pleased to meet you.
There was this era that went around that was so annoying.
And everyone should too.
And thank you so much for the 26 months as a super fan. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, there was this era on a server that I was working on. There's a plot server that I was just kind of like building on, having a great time, called Revand. And there was an era where whenever you asked somebody for build advice, the people on the server, like, seriously, for a while, like, the admin team was like, oh, you could add a little bit more life to your build that you're working on of this town you're making by adding a wagon that's tipped over on the corner of your build. Like, just along a road, just add a wagon that's tipped over. Like, that's what you're missing right now. And it was everywhere, dude. Like, every single thing that you were like, oh, can I get some build advice on this? Somebody would be like, yeah, just add a tipped over wagon. It'll look really good. Like, very seriously, even to the point where, like, multiple people had, like, rejections to different, like, plot upgrades, trying to get rank ups and things like that, where their rejection was, yeah, if you add a covered wagon, it'll improve the build. It's just like, oh my god, what are we doing? What are we doing? Better be clicking the like button. That's what we better be doing. Dude, we got 1,500 people in here, and we're at 676 likes right now. Very cool building. Thank you. Yeah, we'll texture this guy soon. I do want to spend some time trying to figure out that amphitheater, though. I think that could be kind of fun. Okay. Because I also have this thing to build. So it'd be kind of fun to be able to have this out here, and then we'll have the amphitheater right here.
Pleased to meet you.
Can't wait to see the finished Foliage University fWhip heart.
Glasscoff, thank you so much for the 10 months, dude. Me too. I'm so excited to get this thing placed in. Okay, so we're going to go with a little like this. Oh, that was meant to be there. And then... yeah, let's... I'm going to use mostly pale moss for now. I'll just add a light little bit of tough texturing, probably. Just say that goes to there. Fill this dude in all the way. Get rid of that. I know I need to update Axiom. I got it. I know. Let's grab a little bit. No, we can just block it out with this. And then we want to add some mossy stone brick. We want to add some regular stone brick. And we want to probably add some cobble. Mossy cobble and andesite. Can be kind of the texturing blocks we use out here. Let's say we're gonna have people walk in through here. It'll be like a little like step down like that, and it's probably gonna be a bit more of an like heavier on this side because we have the road and this rock in the way, right? So if we think we have the tree up there, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 3 here. It's definitely like an off. So maybe we touch that back into here. Something like this. I don't know. Maybe this actually gets moved back to being 4. I think I'm gonna... nope, not doing that. Can I extrude? Yeah. Now what? Need a greenhouse? Oh, we got many, don't you worry. We'll take this back here. Say like you say the stream. Like the stream. Like the stream. Yeah. Let's go to mossy stone brick. Actually, we'll just go stone brick right now. Oh, nope. Trying to think. Maybe. Yeah, we can just have stair stepping. I'm trying to think if I had like actual walkways going into them before, because I've done the amphitheater over here. Oh, we kind of had like it lowered down a touch. Okay, so we'll have little bits that are like just a slab pushed back. That could work. That could work. Inventory is too small. True. Have you thought of doing? I should just do. You're right. So we'll have our like a split walkway right up here. Then everything else is just going to be I'm going to do these as like a full line, so they're always going to have a connection going through. And it'll kind of start building this place up a bit. we're going to have that, like, this is going to step back into here. We're going to have that being route that we move up a little bit farther. Da, 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 da. Easy. Just say it's easy enough, and then you'll eventually get it right. I'm pretty sure that's how it all works. Just like the stream, I feel accomplished. Thanks, Spares. Appreciate ya. Dude, we're almost at 2,000 people. Streams are popping off recently. Are we gonna hit 20K again today? Who knows? For those who did not stop by the stream on Friday, we randomly got super pushed in the YouTube algorithm and ended up with 21,000 viewers. It was kind of weird. Let's do that. Friday was wild. Yeah, it was weird. 20K spoiler. Dude, we never even broke 2,000 likes. Not a fan of this just being like a one thing sticking up a little bit farther. I think we're just gonna say people are gonna have walkways that they just can walk up these steps. That's what we're gonna say. Oh, I need that andesite. Dang it. Oh, we could kind of symbolize the walkway where people use with like the lighter andesite. Maybe it's a little bit worn. Yeah, that kind of works. Now we need to get some of our mossy stone brick textured in. I want this to, or we'll add a few pieces of pale moss around, like where little bits of grass are kind of grown up. Give it a little bit more texture and plant. Maybe this isn't used all the time, and it is in nature, so it would make sense that there's a little bit of stuff going around, you know? It's the Foliage University. If you can't sit on a little bit of a mossy step, are you really even in the Foliage University? I don't know, man. Okay. And then we need a platform for somebody to stand on to actually, you know, give a lesson from. So I'm thinking we just go bam, 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 and then they can have like a, so it gives like you're coming up to at an angle to talk to people here. So we kind of work it into the angle that we have. I like the idea of a lectern here. Good sit-in cushions, exactly. These steps are definition of trust the process. What do you mean? Oh, dude, this is looking good. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. Those are azalea leaves up there. I'm gonna go back and do some oak. Maybe move the podium one block over to the left or to the right. I want it here so it looks, because this whole thing's kind of on an angle. So we need to, actually maybe you're right. Maybe it does look better over here. Yeah, that actually does look a little bit more centralized. Thanks. Get some of that dead green space I was talking about. We also need to get some lighting in here. So we need to get some either candles, we need to get some lanterns, or we need to get something in here. Oh, we also have to get the path for the people to actually walk in, you know? Make the podium of wood, that's way more accurate. I was thinking the podium out of stone, but then a wooden lectern that they like hauled up here. So the podium is always going to be here for the stone, but then they need to have a... They needed the lectern on top, which that would age down, was kind of the idea I was personally thinking. What do you think? Do we go with the whole podium out of stone, or do we go with the podium out of keeping it as is? Hanging lanterns from the tree would be cutesy. The tree's too far back, though. I do think for the actual seats themselves, we're probably just gonna throw some glow lichen in. Because they can also look like more stuff growing around here. Stone. Yeah, I'm kind of vibing with the stone, I'll be honest. Now nobody can fall off. And we need to get through here. And then we're going to go from that into... Yep. That'll do. Building some trees for shade. Yeah, I guess we could do another... We could add another one of these pine trees. I think I have warm as a tree. Yeah. Pretty sure that's one of the trees that I used up there. Bring another one of those in. That's kind of nice. I don't want to add a big tree along here because I really, really want the uninterrupted... I really want the uninterrupted look of here. Maybe we could do a small guy at this point. I don't want to do a willow tree because I don't want to break away from the existing tree types we have in the region. I feel like Oh, the dry grass, you're right. It is really just on here. That looks a little bit better, but then that's 3 and 3, so let's get rid of these guys. Maybe some bushes. Yeah, we could have some more leaf bushes. I think that could be added in. I watched you for years and I never knew you had a Twitch channel. Welcome on in, dude. Welcome on in, Helicap. How we doing? Great name, great name. Yeah, we got 2,222 people on YouTube right now, so click the like button if you haven't already. We're at 750 likes. By the way, fWhip, I learned that the new moss is flammable, like pale moss. Huh. Well, fire spreads off in my world, so. And weather doesn't happen, so I don't have to worry about thunder lighting it on fire. Definitely a smaller tree in that little grassy spot. Yeah, I'm thinking we go a little tiny guy. Little itchy bitty baby. A little baby tree. What's a good little... Ooh, we could bring in this little baby tree again. This is one of my favorite baby trees I've made. Or is he too baby? Ooh, no, he's looking pretty good. He doesn't, he kind of gives like a full perfect block of all of it, but only for like a second. Let's get that 1K like spoiler. Yeah, dude, we're getting close. We're getting close. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of dig that. I think over here is going to be a little field. I feel like this needs to be a field. Why doesn't weather happen? I updated to a snapshot at one point, and it completely broke weather in my world, and it has not worked since. It has not rained, snowed, or thundered in the hardcore world for almost 6,000 days now. So I have no way to get brown mushrooms if the ones I have die. I have no way to get charged creepers, so I have no way to get mob skulls or anything like that. I'm a little limited on a few things, but the trade-off of never having to deal with rain, I don't hate it. I would be lying if I said I kind of wish yeah, kind of don't hate it at all. Kind of okay with it. How do you make those blueprints? You make them in Axiom itself. You create a selection box of somewhere like that. You hit Control C to copy it, and then Control P will bring up a blueprint menu, and then you can move the window around and save it right there all you would like. But make sure you Control C before you Control P. I always forget that. Always Control C before you Control P. If you're making a blueprint, you Control C, then you Control P. Got it? Got it. Great. And then you like the stream, and then you buy the Foliage University FU 2025 merch. Because it's limited time only. Once the sale period ends, it's gone forever. Ever and ever and ever, never to be seen ever again. Except for the lucky people who bought it. Am I really channeling the FOMO? Am I doing a good job marketing by really trying to get in on the FOMO? I'm really trying to push the FOMO. Is it working? I figure we can at least make a meme out of the marketing things that all the content creators do, but then also still do it, you know? Ooh. Ew. Why not mix New Papyrus and the Wild West into a more unique build style on your own? I don't want to do any Wild West builds, I'll be honest. What about Laker stream instead? Yeah, we should make a lake. The snow, though, would make this area look so different. Oh, yeah, when it eventually does snow, because the weather will happen again. The thing that happened with it is that you can imagine you have a number 100 that counts down to 0. And when it hits 0, it starts raining. And then it goes back up to 100. But what happened in my world, as my theory of what happened, is that when I updated the snapshot, it was just hitting 0 to start triggering the next rain. And then there was an integer, there's somehow an error in it, and instead of going to 0, it started counting negative, and it counted so far negative on the tick count that then it reverted back to the highest possible number. So instead of being like the normal goes to 100 and then to 0, it went to like 1,000,000, and now it's counting back to 0 in the same rate that it would go 100 to 0. So somebody mathed it out, and apparently sometime if I keep up at the rate that I'm playing in this world, we might maybe see rain coming into this world in like spring of 2026.
2 months. Woohoo. Hashtag
Hey ZX, how we doing?
follower.
Welcome on in, my dude. Welcome on in. Happy Monday. fWhip follower, thank you for the 2 months, dude. Crops. I don't know what type of crop, but that's gonna be crops. When will it rain for 800 days? No, I should just go back to default Minecraft rain cadence, which I'm gonna be kind of sad about, but is what it is. What is that mod? It's called Axiom. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty cute. What do we want to do here? Part of me is thinking we have field here. Could either do another little baby field here for something, or we could go for like a few orchard trees. But I don't know if that'd be too much blocking of the vision. ZX, thank you for the 10 gift memberships, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those who are supporting the stream and all that, if you want something in return for supporting, and always check out the merch stuff too.
Keep it real.
It's very much there, so y'all can.
There is a way to fix the rain.
Oh, there totally is a way to fix the rain, but it requires me enabling cheats in the world in order to fix it. And so therefore I cannot fix it because that would be enabling cheats, which I have never done in the world. I think I could technically do it. Small flower field. Yeah, we could do crops up there and flowers here. Maybe a good spot for some park benches to sit and enjoy the view. Seth, you also raised a good point of could be flowers. It could just be a little garden. Yeah. Seth raises a good point there, but we could also mix it and do just a little like kind of go for the terraces that we did up there, you know, some bees and benches. Cause we go like that and we can say, ooh, no, that's gotta stay as. This garden created by the landscaping students. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking a little bit more of like what we did up there. We'll just cover the rocks that we've done before. Be fine. And then that's a little awkward looking, so we'll just clean that up to there. Yeah, okay. And then let's get our, I like doing mangrove benches. I don't know why. I think it's kind of fun. We get kind of like this. This one can be like looking out. Towards that way, you know? So do some little, let's go mangrove stairs so that we can have a little bit more space behind them. I do want those little signs still for the sides. Memorial gardens with signs of memory of past students or professors. I think I'd rather go with just like some fun garden to be able to get the views, but maybe we could do like a little tiny shrine or something right here. Like we could do like a little fountain of sorts right there, and then also can be like benches. Potentially. Like 2 rows of benches. So we can still do some flowers up here, but it can be more of a... So this one's kind of just looking out over here. What's a good little way to make a tiny fountain? I know some people do like little bird fountain vibes like this. Benches face each other. I feel like the benches here would want the view, no? I mean, you could do... That's really ugly. Not that. Definitely not that. Would you ever consider making a track or sport field for the university? I don't know if for the university, but I've thought about doing something like that one day. My friends, click the like button if you want. We got almost 3,000 people in here on the YouTube side, so click the like button if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. So I really appreciate y'all taking the time to do it. Wish you could make a 2x2 fountain. You can make a 2x2 well, but yeah, you can't make a 2x2 fountain. Maybe we do need a little bit more flair to the base of it, though. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Don't block the view. Yeah. No amphitheater anymore? Amphitheater's right up there. We're working on the path coming down. This is like right below it. Let's go some flowering azalea leaves. And then for flowers... Honestly, I'm thinking no flowers. We'll actually go with saplings. Something kind of like that. And then white candles. Maybe it can be a little memoriam where it's just like a nice little basic pond. Is 3K within average of 1 hour? Within average of 1 hour into stream, I feel like that's the major growth in viewers. Yeah, we've been getting this weird trend where it's just pushing people who are watching like just autoplay videos are getting sent to the live streams this last week, and so I've been getting a lot of viewership growth based off of that for live streams, which is really cool. I think down below we're gonna do a little tulip garden, and up here can just be some like over here we'll do like azure bluets, like a big field of them because I love them. One of my favorite Minecraft flowers, the azure bluet. And then we could just do some not bush. Not trying to add butt in here, just bush, thanks. I've been putting off decorating this area for so long. Feels kind of nice to actually finally do it.
Keep it real.
Yeah, something like that's fine. Cam, thank you so much for the raid, my dude. Welcome on in, folks. How we doing? What are we up to? Was it misadventures today? How we doing? What was the plan? What were we doing? How's it going? Good to see ya. Hi. Hellos. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. We're doing a little creative planning stuff today. Just trying to figure out the next points in the Foliage University. FU 2025. Foliage University 2025. It was. Now come back to Misadventures. Yeah, but I got a university to build, and when I'm done with the university, then I'll be back on Misadventures. I kind of did a thing. I got a thing going on, and then I'll be back. But yeah, we'll be back over there. I hope you're having fun though. I'm gonna put 2 pots here just so we can make it look like they're trying to block it off so people don't walk that way. Can you have longer videos? Dude, my videos are already almost like an hour. What do you mean longer videos? My videos are freaking long. We miss you over at Misadventures fWhip. Yeah, I want to get back on there soon. I just got to get all this stuff sorted. I kind of bit off a little bit more than I normally can chew in a month, and then I'm over here doing the stuff to try and get it all done anyways. So as soon as I get through everything for the university, then I'll be back on Misadventures. How much longer is Misadventures planned for? Misadventures is supposed to be like a 2-year something SMP, so there's a lot of time for Misadventures. I'm gonna put that on as if it were like a plaque. That can be a plaque. And in the middle, let's go with that. And then what can we do on top of it? Can you put amethyst clusters on top? Why not? Gonna be under leveled when he gets back. Oh my gosh, I know. I'm almost level 11, but I don't know how high everybody else is getting. Maybe just do that. That looks nice. Yeah. Hopefully the vending machines actually make money finally. Dude, I know. I gotta get some more people to buy from the vending machines. I invested so much of my own money into them. I stocked them up pretty good, so they should be able to last until I get back on. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks fine. That pond needs a little fish. Dude, he'd be stuck up there all on his own. I'm not gonna throw a fish up there. He'd be so sad. Let's grab this guy. I'm gonna go with keep existing, and we're gonna really just like shove him back in the corner here. Or do we want to go with a large one? Let's try the large one. Big. I kind of like it. And maybe we can also do the medium one. Those perfectly in line. They are. I'm moving you out one. Aha! I need to break this. I need to also break that. This right here needs to come back over to this way. And then we're going to change this out to some cobblestone to show that they're kind of walking through the area. But the plan is to have like a place where the students come down here to hang. Yeah, I think the 2 trees right there look kind of nice. They don't really block too much, and it kind of extends the trees coming down in a little bit of a line right there, which is fun. Oh, geez. I overshot. At first, I was like, fWhip, that's not a very large, and then you raised it up. Yeah. It just needed to grow a little bit. It's looking pretty cool, though. This is looking pretty good. Would also look pretty good is 1,000 likes on the stream. Haha, 140 left to go. Click the like button if you haven't already. Woohoo! Do you think Axiom's tools should be part of the base Minecraft game? Absolutely not. Because I do not believe Minecraft at all could deliver the same quality that Axiom is delivering, and I think it would just cause so much headache. I love the modded side of Minecraft. Don't get me wrong. But there's also certain things about modded Minecraft that I think are best left to being in mods. No, I'm a big believer that just because it's a successful mod does not mean that it needs to be added to Minecraft. I actually very much prefer when mods are kept separate. Ew, what did I do here? That's gross. Oh, because it's like, right. Okay, not as gross as I was thinking it was. I'm just gonna go through and just do bam, bam, bam. Okay. That'll do. Just imagining when you first see the university, the Oblivion theme would start playing. Honestly, could be good. Could be good. Also, new hoodie looks amazing. It does. I'm so excited for people to get it, dude. I'm so excited for y'all to be able to get the hoodie. Like it's gonna be that like waiting period of okay, it's finally like it's finally here. It's funded. It did all this stuff, and now we just gotta wait until it actually gets live, which is I even dude, me too, of just like waiting for y'all to be able to get access to it, like actually getting it shipped out here. I'm like, you know, just a little bit of Oblivion theme is good. It's true. Oh. Nope. Oh, I forgot we did that. I think this is gonna be like a tavern. I think this is gonna be like a cool little like place for the students to go, like a cafe tavern vibe, you know? Give the students a little like. Is it really a university if there isn't like some really crappy dive bar within a few blocks, few streets, you know? I feel like we got to get a really crappy dive bar in here somewhere, and this could be it. This could be our dive bar. Need to finish Oblivion eventually. I feel like Oblivion, my favorite part is all the side quests and the side campaigns and all that. Like the main storyline, cool, fun, but like that's not why I love Oblivion. You know? Like I think Oblivion's a good game, but I've never been a huge fan of the main storyline.
Name your all-time favorite movie. Go.
Dodgeball. I don't know if that's all-time favorite, but that's always the first one that comes to my head when people are like, name your favorite movie ever, go. That's usually my answer. I haven't seen it in years, so I don't know if it holds up, but oh my god, such a good movie. ZX, thanks for the donut though. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Ooh, oh, we're almost at 900 likes. We're also almost at 4,000 viewers, so we must be picking up again. I hope Looney moved his VODs to a different channel. Our stream VODs. I saw Looney. Are stream VODs bad for your channel? I don't think stream VODs are bad for me because I actively upload videos consistently. This is not a knock on Looney at all. Looney goes for very high production quality on his videos. which take them a very, very long time to edit through. So I think that Looney probably is doing the change to VODs on a second channel because he doesn't want his channel, when a viewer sees it, to be seen as just a live streamer. Because, yeah, I don't know. That would be my assumption. That's my guess. But who knows? Maybe he's found something. I've found that me leaving my VODs up on this channel actually has helped. More than when I was posting them to my second channel. Because I did used to do that. I did used to constantly throw the VODs to the second channel and unlist them here. Especially when I was doing Twitch as the main streaming. Like, all of those VODs went to the other channels. That's why fWhip 2 was originally invented. Invented? Why does invented feel weird to say? Our graveyard would be cool to add to the city, or the university either would be cool. I don't know if I want to have a graveyard. That's all sad. I mean, it probably would look realistic, but that's sad. Now it's a fishing channel. Yeah, I gotta get back to fishing with fWhip, dude. Oh, I miss it. I need to get back into shorts again. I was having a lot of fun with shorts, and then I just got super busy with this, and that's just started taking all of my time outside of normal recording hours, which is usually where I would do shorts and figure out like the next plan for the shorts and everything that I wanted to do. I was using that time typically to I don't want these to be the same height. I want that to come down. But I was using that time as a way to make shorts and get all of those developed and all that stuff. And I was like, this is going great. I'm having a fantastic time. I'm starting to get great growth off of them. Woohoo! Gross. And then I kind of got busy with making a whole university that's consumed every waking minute of my work time for many weeks now. But dude, we're getting to the end of it, at least as far as planning, and oh, I'm so freaking happy. I am loving this project. I don't know about y'all, but I think this might be, I'm willing to throw my hat out there and say like this I think is the best build I've done. I think the Foliage University is the best standalone build I've done ever. Like between the texturing, between all of it, like I think this region is gonna go down as one of the greats of this world. Like no matter what else I do in the future, I think this is gonna be one of those ones that's just gonna be constantly people coming back to being like, yeah, that thing was awesome. And we get a whole merch release with it and everything. It's got everything. So, you know, we gotta check it out. We gotta do all the cool stuff. So now for the 1 month build grind, dude, I'm already a week into the 1 month build grind. I'm in. It's not now time to start it. I'm still going. Graveyard filled with different flowers. Yeah, what are those tree graveyards that I can't remember where it's popular in, but like your like remains can be put into like a giant like sack and a tree grows out of it, so that you can go through and grow into a tree after you pass. I'm like, that always sounds interesting. We could do something like that. Dude, we got 3 more people have bought sweatshirts since stream started today. We're at 174 sweatshirts sold. Thank you everybody so very much. Let's see, we got a Jesse, we got a Brenna, and we got a Jessica. And we've got a Soren, a Shireen, a Devin, and a Quinn. Thank you all so very much if you're chilling in the stream today. Thanks for picking up the merch. Do you ever build things off camera and not in your streams or videos? Yeah, I've got a few things, but I mean, I usually do turn it into content of some sorts. whether it's just an Instagram post or whatever, but I'm usually turning 99% of what I do into content just because it's kind of the job. I do try and take some time every once in a while just to build something for me, though. Are the hardcore movies making a comeback? Most likely not. I might try one for the university. I might try one for building the whole university. I feel like that could be kind of a fun vibe for like after it's all done. Being able to just go back and do like we're revisiting everything. Like here's the whole project in one big video. I feel like I could consider doing that. But I don't think like the regular movies are making a comeback just because they're not as strong on YouTube as they were originally. Like when I started doing them, dude, they were killing it on YouTube. Like my most popular video on my channel is the 1000 Days movie, and every single one that I released after that did drastically worse. And then the last one actually lost me a lot of subscribers and did really poor on views. So I'm kind of like, if I ever get to a new series and we hit 1000 days, like I've kind of wanted to do a misadventures movie I thought would be fun, but I got to figure out how to make that a little bit more unique for like 1000. When I get to what I feel like is a good 1000 days on misadventures, like when there's enough content in there, I feel like I could throw that into a movie, maybe in the holidays or something like that, but I don't know. I didn't even realize I put the warp stuff over there when I added that here, but that works. That blends across well. We need to figure out these. I need to get those things sorted. Okay, where's our brick? Brick. I guess these are going to be matching buildings. That's fine. I was using the videos to fall asleep to, honestly. Hey, dude, I'll take it. You watch that still. The amount of people that left comments on that being like, dude, I woke up to this at 3 a.m. I don't even watch Minecraft. Why am I here? And I'm like, thank you for the ad revenue. I don't care how you got here, but you're watching the vids, so I appreciate it. I don't know why. I feel like this little cover right here is kind of cute for showing that you're really walking into a new space. I feel like it's like an entry gate almost. This bridge is already in, so I don't want to modify it at all. Your voice is very good to fall asleep to. Hey, you know what? Honestly, I take that as a compliment. I think that's cool. Who knows? Maybe when I get washed up as a Minecrafter, we're just going to go into sleep ASMR videos. You'll just start seeing nice little me talking about random things. Be like a few Minecraft block breaking sounds in the background, and it'll be like talking about random stuff to put people to sleep. You never know. There's probably a lot of potential in that career. The 1000 Days movie was huge for my channel. Yeah, you did that recently, right, Wombat? I feel like it's not that they're bad anymore. It's that they're they need to be like 1000 Days still works great. 2000 Days works well. 3000 Days works okay. 4000 Days starts to not work. 5,000 days, it's not working great. And I think that's the main thing, is that the YouTube algorithm is so focused on the 1,000 days, blah, blah, blah. I feel like a 10,000 days movie could probably be successful, but being able to condense 10,000 days down into a single movie is just not possible. Like, there's no, you'd have to release at least a like 12-hour video to be able to get 10,000 days. And even with that, you're probably only going to show like every 100 days or 200 days as a little update. Honestly, 2000. Yeah, it's the algorithm so looks for that word 1000. Like the numbers 1000 are what the algorithm looks for. The algorithm doesn't care. It doesn't know that 2000 days is more extreme in a build or a design or something that somebody's doing than 1000 days is. They don't know that. I don't know. Actually, let's do a little chain. Let's do a flower pot. Let's do a fern. So like that's the hard part usually, is that it's like, oh, I was gonna do that like that. That's a little too low though. That's like down on the ground. I kind of like that in there though, instead of the light from it, and we'll throw the light right here. This will be an in. Still catching him in hardcore, only 70 videos in. I'm so sorry. Dude, Sadie, no worries at all. The fact that you're watching 70 episodes, 70 of my videos, you took the time to watch 70 videos that I made? Are you kidding? That's awesome. I absolutely love that. That is so cool. You took time out of your day to watch 70 videos that I made? Dude, thank you. You have to say 1,000 more days. Yeah, honestly, there was a while where people were putting, I survived another 1,000 days in hardcore Minecraft, and like that was working well. Oop. But then I think YouTube started catching on to it, and then I stopped seeing it for a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't like having to game titles that much. Like my least favorite part of YouTube is making thumbnails and making titles and tagging. Like all of the actual like bleh of like publishing a video, hate. Absolutely hate it. It's like I've been so close multiple times to like hiring somebody on purely just to take the videos I've made and get them actually like published and uploaded, and take the time to do the SEO research, figure out how to title the thing, and blah 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 blah. Like oh my god, dude, I hate doing that. I'm always like, every time I look into it, I'm like, it's just too much money. I can't afford to. I can't afford to hire somebody on to do that, no matter how much I want to. I don't have the funds to do it. We're gonna make this roof line in here just a little bit darker because we're never really gonna see it, but I think it'd look nice if it has a little extra. Oop. That'd be into there. Okay. Do you think that most hardcore YouTubers fake the video? I don't think so anymore. I think when hardcore Minecraft was really, really trending, like super trending, you know, I think a lot of people were faking what they were doing. I don't think people fake it that much anymore, though. Gonna put the window here so students can be able to see if the teacher's walking in. Then they're like, oh my god, run over, class is starting. You know? Put that in there. Yeah, I would like to say that I don't think as many people fake it. I think there's still a lot of people who will fake it, because that's always going to be around, especially when people think hardcore is still the only way to grow, which I don't think it is. I think actually regular survival, especially in the long, like the survival forever world vibe, I mean, at least that's the type of content that I'm seeing getting pushed a lot, and I love it. I think they're great videos. But yeah, I think a lot of the stuff that gets push nowadays is not really. Not really so much of the just like hardcore Minecraft, you know? I feel like we had that phase for a bit. Like that hardcore Minecraft was like owning 2020 to like 2022. Like it was probably at its peak when I actually started this series. I think that like that was I think I was even a little late into getting like my season 2 world was obviously still going, but when I started this one, that's when hardcore was like really just insanely popular. Almost 5K people, and we're almost at 1,000 likes too. Click the like button, like the stream, like the stream, like the stream. Yeah.
You should make a memorial for the soldier who fought in Path Independence, but we don't have any lore about a Path Independence war or anything like that.
I'm watching your hardcore season, your season 2 hardcore. It was a fun castle to build. I liked the castle that we were able to do in that. Gonna say they have like some supplies back here. I'll spawn proof it. Glow like and we'll keep it. I put glow like, right? I did. Yeah, perfect. Are you still doing the spoiler at 1K? Yeah, of course, dude. Would I ever not do a 1K spoiler? When we release your debut album? You're not ready for it. Also, Alchemist Rain, I think I missed this, but thank you so much for the 17 months. Is there magic in this world? There is a loose magic system that I've developed for this world. I don't have anything like crazy magic system-y wise, but I do like the idea that magic exists in this world, but I'm not like going so far as to like explain how it all exists. Hey, there we go, 1,000 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 1,000 like-a-roonies. Y'all are the best. You know what, this one, I'm gonna do one of those little flippy open doors, and then we're gonna grab a mangrove sign. Put that right there. So for y'all, spoiler of the day. Are you ready? Are you ready? I've been working on the interior of the headmaster's tower. Pretty sure I spoiled this tower on stream last time, but it has interior. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Okay. It has... Wouldn't it be great if I just had a giant picture of the Foliage University hoodie right here? Just like, bam, you walk in and it's like, hey, buy the merch. No, I won't do that. I won't do that right now. But yeah, so I've been working. The idea behind this is the headmaster has this whole tower to themselves. The upper area this is kind of their office. They got their desk over here. They've got some stuff around. And then they've got a little wither rose garden that they're caring for the plants and researching them. They got a tree in the middle, of course. A little shrine over here. Goes up around this bend. They got their bedroom looking pretty clean. So they got it on this level. But then if you go to this side, there's a whole nother level ramping up that takes you all the way to the roof, where we got a rooftop garden that I might have shown y'all already, but yeah, this is up here too. So they've got not only this area where they have a lovely little table and chair set up to go outside and do all that stuff, but then they got this, and then they got the whole living room. They got their bed up there. This is the only thing I'm like subtly inspired from Harry Potter by, of like Dumbledore's tower room that he had. I thought was a cool shape to it. So I took a little inspo on that, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do back here in this level. But this is going to be like their own personal research area. What's behind the door under the stairs? Absolutely nothing. It's storage. So yeah, that's their place right now. It's getting there. I'm liking it a lot. Ooh, that's looking pretty good over here too. Now we got... Oh, I'm really happy that we did that amphitheater. Super Taco, if you're still here, good idea. So that's it. That's where we're going on the interior of that one. Okay, we're gonna get these guys textured and finished, and then we're gonna figure out these gardens, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna jump up to do Sniffer Ranch. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. Purpur is cool. The purpur I use to block out because I never really use it for building because I hate it. Personal library could be part of it, Care Bear. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of purpur, so I don't tend to use it a whole lot. Can't put that there. Let's do that. That looks a little bit better. Honestly, these are looking pretty solid. I'm not planning to do the interiors for these quite yet because they're just not high on the priority list of interior. Build a secret society place under the tavern, or they could have a little secret society balcony out here. Why go drink underground when you can go drink in the sun? No, I would not recommend. If you're drinking in the sun, make sure you drink lots of water too. Oh, we got like a lot of stuff back here. We're gonna add just leaves along the back. That's fine. Bush. Nope, just bush. Have you thought of doing an orc style civilization, either in a hardcore world or on misadventures? Potentially. I feel like orc build styles that I've tried in the past, I never really fell in love with them. So maybe one day though. Maybe I need to give it another shot, you know? I know we still have to do the roof. I just got distracted, you know, as I do. Let's do that. We'll grow that one up, and then we can put bush. Green. It's a lot of small drip leaf. Yeah, we'll go. I actually, I was exploring around getting tough and whatnot, and I came across a cave that I did not have the time to go through and clear it, but it was it's huge. It's so big. I took a screenshot of it with the coordinates up so I can go find it later. But look at the size of this small drip leaf farm that we got. Ignore the disgusting F3 screen because I needed the coordinates. But look how big this lush cave is. It's just one of those giant caverns that I found. So I got to go back over there and go clear that thing out. But we'll get there soon. Oh, lush, I like it. Where do you get all these ideas on what to build from? I mean, in here it's just I'm going off the theme of I'm trying to make everything very in line for the Foliage University, of trying to just channel in all the different ideas of plant research and all that cool stuff. So that helps with just idea on idea on idea, and then all the little different tiny things are just practice. I feel sad for loss of time Bro donated 50 memberships, but you see a 5K people in the live. Never, no, never, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't ever, no. Bad comments to make. If people want to donate, they're more than welcome to. Don't ever either be like, that wasn't much, or be like, wow, they probably, like, never do that. Don't ever try and tell people how to spend their money. This is my biggest thing that I will always say. Unless you want the same criticism done on every purchase you make, then don't do it. I think we're just gonna do some benches out here, dude. I feel like it's kind of nice to just have a place to sit, look out over the water. They can come out here between classes and just kind of, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of nice. 1K likes, we did it. Slide these guys down one though, because we can. Boop. Now it's all even. I want to donate my firstborn child. I don't want it, thanks though. I appreciate the offer, but I'm good. See, this is where I'd love the shelf right now, but I'll just do a ladder to mimic a shelf. We'll do an acacia sapling in there. Why not? And then in that one, we can have an allium and a double azure bluette. Why not? What about a second board? No, I actually don't want any children of y'all's. Appreciate the offer, but I will pass. You can keep your own children. Unless they're old enough to work in the mines and find tough for me, then I'm good without. Thanks, though. I want to put water back here. What was that? That was tough. They can fill the university. True, they could.
Keep it real.
I have been educating myself lately, after graduating, through inspirational books. Now on Atomic Habits, with 6 books left. Cheers to you, good sir.
I think I've heard of those books before, but have fun. I've been educating myself by reading fantasy books. Definitely the same. I'm sure totally exactly the same. Thank you for the dono, ZX. I appreciate it. As always, thanks so much for the support. What's crazy? This is crazy. What is more crazy? How many mega projects you have? Now, I mean, this one, hopefully by the end of this month, will actually be done. Like, done. Like, most interiors completed, level done. Since when did you play Smelter Blue underwater? I didn't know that. Oh, thoughts on a little parkour jump? Do like a little bam, and then like a little like... a little kind of fun to boop, boop. Pale Moss is carrying foliage so hard. Dude, Pale Moss is pretty good. Let's go from there. And then I'm gonna take you all the way over to this side. And have you come all the way over here. You're my fave YouTuber. Thanks, Survival Island Animations. Oh, oh. Okay, that one has to come down one. No, not that. Just down one. Just one. Why are you not buying better headphones? Because these work. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, we're trying this again. This is quite literally hardcore parkour. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I can't make that. No, that's got to come closer. Yeah, I'll just go to there. Cool. That's a little parkour course to get across. Parkour! If you just scream parkour enough, it counts as parkour, right? That's how parkour works.
Pleased to meet you.
Missed my 1-year milestone. Got one better now.
It's okay. It's okay. You got the 13-month. Jumbriel, thank you so very much for the 13 months, my dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much for being here. Inverted cattails. Oh, the brown and the green. I don't know. I've always liked it this way better. I know people do candles, but I've always liked this form a little bit better. I know it's not fully accurate, but maybe they have some lily pads you can use to get out here to like maintain these little plants. Then we need to get some of our this stuff placed in. And then in the middle, we're just going to do a lot of seagrass and kelp. I don't want to do corals or anything in here. I feel like this is... I will happily surround this entire thing, though. There. Yeah. I made Akinator guess you. Somebody finally found me on Akinator. I tried a long, long time ago, and I could not get my own name to pop up. And I was, like, specifically going for it. Hey, fWhip, I'm building a base with Pale Oak, but I don't know how to do it since the realm is based off Empire's SMP. How would you make a base out of Pale Oak? Well, Pale Oak is very much a white block, so you could go with a very clean one, but I don't know. I feel like just the theme of Pale Oak is hard to expand upon. Like, try and pick a theme. Do you want it to be like a super clean, like Stratos style that Joel did for Pale Oak, or do you want it to, like, you could use that instead of quartz, and that could get you through a lot of it, but you're gonna have to take the time and actually figure out what the Pale Oak actually means, you know? Can you not place 2 tall seagrass? Wow. You know what? I think I'm just going to place the kelp, and then I'll just bone meal it when I'm actually in the
Keep
world.
it real.
Realize you are built inside an old mountain?
As you are built inside old mountain. What? I'm confuzzled. Some axolotls would be cool. I was thinking axolotls could work, but then I was like, I was worried they would get themselves murdered. You know, I was worried they would crawl up on the edge and get a murder. Glowing sea pickles. We could do some sea pickles along the bottom. That could be kind of nice. really wanted this one to be 2 blocks deep because then the seagrass that would grow in here would be just above the water. I love that 2 tall seagrass like breaks just outside. I so wish the 1 tall one did too.
Keep it real.
This lake didn't exist. See how far you came? Winking face.
I got it. I
emoji.
got you. Yeah, this did used to be a mountain. That's true. It did. It was mountain. Yeah, we're getting there. Well, we can get rid of this note now because we did the dang thing. What else do I have notes for around here that I could maybe get rid of? Boop. Boop, boom. Oh, we could do this little boat section there. I feel like this is looking pretty good for what I was hoping for in the back here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. This looks cool. And then up here, we can maybe give them a little bit of space where they could maybe be working on some stuff. We have some barrels. We could have some... something that they're using to, like... I don't know. There they got a little station there. But maybe over here they have something where they can be, like, testing. They got a little trough that they can bring things out in and test and deal with that stuff. Spoiler, we already got the spoiler, dude. We got 1,000 likes a little while ago. And we're gonna need some glow lighting up here, which can also kind of look like just algae that's up on top. It's kind of sick. And then up here definitely needs some light. I'm trying to be so smart about hopefully the entire Foliage University grounds and everything below it will be mob proof. Like that's a big goal that I'm gonna try and do. Like over here, not spawn proofed at all. Because I also want to do it in a way where I'm not just like torch spamming, because I hate the look of torches at nighttime. Torch spam at nighttime just ruins builds. Okay, we need to figure out the texturing on the roof. I didn't do the roof yet. So we have tough brick. Let's go with mossy stone brick, mossy cobble, and cobble, and then yeah, that'll be fine. We'll do that. I guess I could also throw in some regular tough too. Kind of fit in like right about there. What mod is this? The big one I'm using right now is called Axiom. It might be a little too gray here. Actually, I want that tough on the corner. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, geez. I think the gray is actually okay. Watching Minecraft while playing Minecraft is so satisfying. Dude, same. I do that all the time. Low-key, like, one of my least favorite parts about streaming is that, like, I can't be watching something on my side monitor. I always have something playing on my side monitor. Like, I guess my watching something on the side monitor when I'm live streaming is just me reading chat and then talking about something as it goes. But I'm such a person who would just constantly be having stimulation of another thing happening on a side monitor. Who knows if it's good for me or not, but I'm kind of accustomed to it at this point. So it's fine. What seed is this world on? Building with fWhip. I bet it's always Wombat on your second monitor. Oh yeah, but then he
fWhip's
died.
Creativity
So, you know.
appreciation donation. Heart suit emoji.
Hey ZX, thanks for the dono, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wasn't voice crack at all. No, no, no way whatsoever. Oh. Oh, I must have snacked that by accident. Alright, whatever. Whoopsies. I'll just make most of this stone. It's something we'll never really see. It's fine. I'll save my light gray wool. I've got tons of stone to waste. That does need to be there. I kind of want to put like a little bit of deep slate brick in the corner of this.
Pleased to meet you.
Just give it like a really dark shadow right along here. Just
Dirty
really.
mom. Flexed bicep emoji. Flexed bicep emoji.
Arda,
Flexed
thank you so much for
bicep
30
emoji.
months, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome on in. Da. That worked. We're looking nice so far. Yeah, it's getting there. Think you should change the gray walls to white. Yeah, do y'all think we should change the walls? Do you think it's too much gray with that?
Pleased to meet you.
What was that? Tactical Corn, thank you for the gift sub, my dude. Appreciate you. Noah, don't joke about that stuff. And if you're being serious about that, don't be saying that in YouTube chat. Go get help. So funny that I learn about new small YouTubers like Grayson, Ozan, or Wombat, and I see that they build similar to fWhip, and I'm like, yeah, they have to watch fWhip, and then I see them here. I think the white will look good. Okay, let's try something here. Okay, so pull out the palette that we were using on this. We have that. Not a big fan of that water thing anymore, but who knows. Okay, so we have bam, 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 bam. White wool, white concrete powder. Andesite can go to a diorite. How would you look if you went to that? Let's swap that. Okay. Right. We're gonna be very careful about what we do on a tool mask here, but we're gonna go tool mask there. We're gonna go white concrete on this. We're gonna go paste. We're gonna mask surface will be removed, and we're gonna do just a quick little. Oh geez. No, I can't go that big. We've used all these blocks in the terrain around, so I just gotta be careful about what I'm grabbing. I just don't. I need to make sure I'm not masking anything in here. Yep, we're good. Okay. Did I miss any back there? No, I didn't. Okay. And that's gonna go to there. You're gonna go to there. You're gonna go to there. You're gonna go to there. Oh, quartz block. Quartz is too warm. Oh, nope. Do we get all of it? Just want to make sure I didn't screw up any of this. I did right there. Anything inside missing? Whoa, trapdoor's missing. Better? $7K viewers. Woo! I'll take it. How's that doing? Think that's better? Do we think it's too strong? Actually, no, I think that's fine. The roof helps kind of tone it down a bit, so the roof kind of gets hidden against the back, which is cool. I think that works. So late in 7K viewers? I know, where YouTube algorithm is doing its thing again. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I gotta go respond to a text from my brother too, so I will be right back. Hi, I'm back. Okay. Dude, I definitely should have put the merch on the chair when I left. Oh, I should have done that for sure. I think a tree between the buildings and the cliff, like right back in there. Could look into that. Okay. Let us keep going. See, a tree back there could be cool, but then I'm in here and I'm like, I don't want a tree there because I think this being open is super cool. But maybe we can do like one like right along the edge of this. Like we have that little guy in there.
Keep it real.
Goodbye, good sir. Don't forget to like, folks.
ZX, thanks for the donut, my dude. You have a going, all right? Thank you for hanging. Thank you for stopping by. All that cool stuff. Good to have you. Keep existing, but we're going to turn that off because we need to get rid of some grass. How do we feel about something like that? Is that the same tree as that one? It's not. Okay, it's a different one. That's not bad. I kind of like that. That looks pretty good. I'm getting so much use out of these pine trees I designed, y'all. Oh, I'm getting so much use out of them. Been ages since you've done a cherry tree. I don't really like cherry leaves on trees. I have yet to see a cherry tree in Minecraft that I was like, wow, that's a cool tree. That like makes player scale sense. Like I have yet to see one large oak tree No, a large oak tree there. Yeah, I don't want to block the rocks too much. The bigger tree we put here, you got to think that the main focus of this here is the bridge and very much the blue water coming through. If we put a tree that's going to block the whole thing, it's going to ruin the entire view. So that needs to stay very open. No, I think Minecraft cherry leaves are too vibrant. They're just like I like them in little shrubs like that, and especially if you have a very high vibrant area, or like over there it's like that's above a pot. The pot's just not rendered, so like that. I like that. But when you get into like full huge cherry trees, I hate. Large oak between the fields? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, that area and then that area. But along the road back here, first, before that area, what if we had a little wagon? Little wagon that somebody set up and they're selling some goodies. They got a little bit of goods for sale. Maybe they're selling something yummy. That's not big enough to be like a... I kind of like the food cart wagon that I designed in the city a while ago. I don't think we have enough space to fit a big boy in here. But I kind of like the idea that they just have like an oven on the back that they bring around. So let's go with a smoker. Let's go with granite. Flower pot. Like they just got like a little oven. They just got a little oven out here. This guy's like his stuff over there, you know. What do we want the top? Maybe probably acacia. He's got, maybe we got some stairs here at the front that you can like use to like actually ride the thing. Yeah, he's got a little like that, and then we got that's too low, but I don't have much space to move it up because yeah, no roof, no covered point, old-timey food truck. Exactly, that's the goal. Maybe he's got his secret sauces are actually back here. And then he's gonna have the little acacia signs for one of, they're gonna be like the handrails so he can't fall out, you know, but then he's also gonna be able to grab whatever he needs. I never use chests for decoration, so we're just gonna give him 2 chests along the back. I don't know why. I don't know. It's kind of a vibe. It's not looking super food trucky, but it's food truck enough for me. That looks really long, but I feel like that does make more sense. Or we get rid of this, and then we do that. Yeah, let's do that. That'll work. It'd be cool if they added buffaloes or oxen. So we have an ox coming for the Road Builders Guild on Misadventures, and I'm like, oh, I would love oxen to be in Minecraft. That'd be so fun. Favorite SMP series you were in or were not in? Favorite that I've been in as either Empire Season 1 or X Life. And I'll be honest, I don't really watch many other SMPs. If I'm watching somebody on YouTube, it's either one of my friends who's in an SMP that I'm in, or it's somebody who plays single player. I think a lot of y'all can probably relate to this, but if I'm ever watching an SMP and I'm not like a fan of every single person in there, when they cut to doing collabs with people that I just like don't follow or don't know of, it has to be like a really, really seamless transition and collab and like bam, bam, bam. Like I'm expecting real high quality for stuff like that. Otherwise, I get bored and I just like don't want to be like or it's not that I get bored. I just like I'm unengaged. If I don't know the people who are actually a part of the thing, I'm usually a little bit like I kind of get like, yeah, I just don't need to watch this. Dream SMB? Nah, I don't think I ever watched any of that. I do feel that actually. Yeah, I didn't even know like some people feel that with the misadventures. Just the amount of people that watch my single player content that don't watch misadventures, and this is absolutely not like why aren't you watching me, but like there's a very, very large portion of my viewers do not watch misadventures, but they watch my single player series, and I think a lot of that is purely because it's like misadventures is just you have to. There's a lot more than just knowing Minecraft to be able to watch misadventures. Like you have to know a lot more. You have to be a lot more engaged in misadventures as a series. Not just interested in what I'm doing in Minecraft, but you have to be engaged in misadventures for what misadventures is. Otherwise, it's very, very easy to get confused as what's going on. Which is kind of part of the charm of misadventures, is that there is so much new stuff, which is great for me as the player because it makes the series feel very, very different. But also makes the series feel very, very different to the average Minecrafter. So like for me, I'm like, this is great, this is fresh, yay! And other people who aren't engaged with it are like, yeah, this is a lot going on. Speaking of misadventures, when's the next episode, or do you not know? I'm doing full university send, and then we'll start thinking about misadventures again. But up until that point, I'm fully doing university building. So it probably won't be for a month or two, to be honest. Okay, so another big aspect that I wanted here was I wanted this area to be like a bunch of little baby tiny boats. We're just gonna design one. Which like quite literally could just be this, but I want to give them a little bit more flair. So we'll give them a composter so they can have some like research study storage, you know. And these are gonna look like they're kind of just docked on, like pulled up to here. How do I get in your server? Tier 2 members can get access to my community server, but if you're looking at like this is not a server. This is my single player world. You do a little sandy beach in that circle. Somewhere in here. I don't really want to do a sandy beach anywhere out here, but we'll get to sandy beaches soon. I want to do some tropical stuff. I've been really wanting to do some tropical building recently. Play Roblox? I've never done a Roblox. Okay, that's kind of cute. Found our boat design. Now the question, does it copy? It does not copy. It does copy it. Oh my god, I was not expecting it. Oh, oh no, that was supposed to be there. Sorry. These are like boats ready for the kids to go out to class, you know? And then I also wanted to do, you can do, what is it? We just need a block. Do this. And if we can do boat, 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 boat. And then we just... boats. That's a trick I learned from Germsy Boy probably like 8 years ago in one of his videos. We're a boat boy. Yeah, Blocky, where the heck are you? How could you not be here for the boat building, Blocky? The heck, man. Right, somebody can send him that clip if they want. Tay, if you're still in here, you can give him a hard time. But like, be nice about it. We're not going to put anything in there just because it looks like the students would get rid of all of it, to put it nicely. Bodum. That is not at all the Bodum pull. This dates back to pre-Bodum pull. But it is a little known fact that Hermitcraft did in fact invent Minecraft. According to at least Minecraft viewers. Oh, I hit the top. This is why you don't boat them. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. 8K viewers? Yeah, dude, we're vibing today. Click the like button, friends. 8,000 viewers and 1,184 likes. If you're on TV, if you hit a little down on your remote, you should see the option of the bar, and then there should be a little thumbs up thing down there. You can click on that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually need to go look up how to do that. I actually don't know if that's right at all. I'm just guessing. Can you help me build like you? Yeah, watch the streams. What more could I do to help you build like me than give you a block for block tutorial, aka let's build, aka not a tutorial at all, but in fact very different from a tutorial, but like full segment of me building and showing how I do things. That's all. This has been 2 hours and 40 minutes of me talking through build ideas and how I come up with stuff. I so wish we could put stairs on their side. 'Cause I'd love to do like one like on its side back here that's like kind of broken down, I guess. But I guess we could do one anyways. We could kind of do one that'd be like a... Nope, that's also cannot go on inside. Do like this, like it's kind of broken down. it needs a little fixing up, you know. If someone uses your Minecraft Hardcore World for a YouTube series, would it be okay if I credit you? I want to know if it's necessary to include your channel link. It's for my series. Are you claiming it as your own? Because if you're claiming it as your own, I will 1000% be copyright striking you. Because you did not build this. If you're doing a video where you're like, hey, let's go check out what fWhip built. We're going to go fly around a copy of his world download and do blah, blah, blah. Like, if you're claiming what I've made here as your own stuff, I will 1000% copyright strike you. Because it's not your own stuff. So, but if you're just doing a, like, let's go check it out, let's go see what he's up to, blah, 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 then, like, then that's fine. I mean, if you're using my stuff, I do appreciate you tagging me. Like, simply put. But I don't know what you're doing. Even if you're doing like a roleplay series, again, you didn't make the thing, so give credit to what you're using. That's not just a me preference. That's like a how you should act on the internet type thing. fWhip, oh master of building and wisdom, how would you create drag marks in the mud? Is it possible for something that wouldn't be... How would you create drag marks? Like for like where like a car was going through? Or where like, I think you just need a slightly darker brown. And you could do that. If you want it to be angled, you could even do like some like strip spruce going through. If you're going with packed mud, like that could work there. If you're going with mud, like not packed mud, you're going mud, I would recommend maybe like a basalt on its side. That could kind of look like there's like a streak of a tire mark going in there. That could be kind of sick. What else could you use? Use some pale oak, that could potentially work. Side texture of deep slate, but like angle it so like normally side texture of deep slate's that way, but if you were to get it to all go like this way, you get that to look like a kind of a like, it's like, what's that braking system where it's like where it like enables and disables the brake as it goes? It kind of look like that. They're talking about the cameos, believe. What? Yeah, the second silver play button is from fWhip 2. We also use gray stairs angled so it looks like the wheels drag through the wet mud. Yeah, you could do that. I'd probably go with like a deep slate stair or something. Mangrove log works? Yeah, mangrove log can work. Yeah, I think you got a lot of options for it. Okay, the last thing... Ooh. We never touched this hotbar. This hotbar stays. It is sacred. The last thing I would like down here that we don't currently have... It's actually going to require me to undo a little bit of this that we made, as I would like to make a little bit of a shack. We need a little boat shack. Maybe I don't want to do it there. I think this boat might need to go. I think this is just... I think it's like cool in theory, but I would rather the boat shack be here. Top of the boat shack. We're gonna raise it all up one more. Do I want it to be this? This kind of feels like a really big roof for it. Yeah. It's actually not that bad. Actually, yeah, let's bring it up to there. And then we'll bring it back Oh, I made it an even. Ew. Actually, can maybe work out okay for us. Ew, an even? Ew. I hate that. I try my hardest to just never spam a wall. Thinking just the boat shack here is just going to be like where they just have a ton of supplies. Maybe a lantern. I feel like a lantern makes more sense here than candles. I think I'm shorting it. I don't like it being... Not a fan of it being that big. Did forget that. Can these flip out? No, we got grass there. Okay. I was thinking the bars could be like, how can we make something look like it's oars? How can we make oars? Crab cage? Or something like that. Odd shack. It's supposed to be a little boat shack, dude.
Cha-ching!
Blonde Zombie, thanks for the gift membership. Really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boat shack, baby, boat shack. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure that is the famous saying. It's definitely boat shack. Armor stand with a wooden shovel, maybe. Iron bar with iron bar. What about with iron bar with brown candle? Looks like 2. That's kind of ori. There's gonna be our oars. That's an ore. And these are just gonna be a little like bench people can sit on before they go out on the water. Maybe you can do them with copper fences. Are copper fences come to the game? I think copper fences were being added. Hazy outside. Oof. Oofers. My friends, click the like button if you have not already. I very much do appreciate all the support on that. So thank you everybody for doing it. I'll do a merch check. Anybody else bought the merch? Any other Foliage University hoodies going so far? Limited time only. I've been told that I should say limited time only. Get it before it's gone forever. That's what I've been told is the way to get people to buy it. You can waterlog campfires, I believe. All right. Yeah, you can waterlog campers. We got another 2. Wow. Kathleen and Kylie, thank you both so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you both. I wish we could place items without mods. Like, it would be so cute to place a shovel on the ground or a pickaxe on a workbench. You can technically with data packs, which are not mods, but invisible item frames do exist. You just need a data pack to be able to craft them. What do you think about the copper golem? I'm interested by it. And that is the summary of my thoughts. I am interested by it. I think the copper golem sounds, in theory, like something cool. I just don't know if it's going to be something I'm going to utilize. But I did see Mumbo's video recently, and he seemed to be pretty hopeful for it. So I'm interested. Like, before I was like, okay, this will be out of the game. I probably won't use it, but like, it's not for me. It's for technical players, and I just don't really care for that type of Minecraft gameplay all the time. So whatever, it's fine. But now that I saw Mumbo messing around with it, I was like, wait a minute, I'm kind of getting a little bit more interested by this one right now. You make cool tools. Yeah, I don't really care for the copper tools. I'm never going to use them. I do like little wildflowers, though. I do think wildflowers are one of the best additions we've had in Minecraft in a long time. If you want to see how much the merch is, you can open up the link. It's pinned in the top of the chat, and you can check it all out in there. It'll be... You can get all the infos you need. It should, when you open it up, appear in your own currency, I believe. If it does not, you can add it to the cart, go to checkout, and it'll register there, I believe. Okay, so I want to make it look like the students kind of chopped that area back because they're all hanging out there so much. So they've kind of muddied it up a bit. It's kind of weird. Whatever. Break up the flat. Okay, once we get this area done, we've got to go up and deal with the sniffer. The sniffers. The sniffers need a better home. Yeah, stream is not a place for politics. I know there's a lot of rough things going on in the world right now, but I want to keep this as a place that's a little bit of an escape for people, as we got a lot of people that are dealing with a lot of things going on, and it's... Yes, there's a lot of things that need to be talked about and messages shared and things sent to all that, but it's also very important to be able to have a moment where you can not be thinking about those things. And so please follow the stream rules. No politics are in here for a reason, as I want this to be a space where people can come in and just take their mind off of stuff and just chill and not be worried about what's going on. Again, just give a moment of peace is all I'm trying to do. AK peeps. Dude, Jimmy, what's going on? Yeah, dude, have you tried streaming on YouTube this week yet? Last week was just blowing up, man. I don't know what's going on. It's happening again this week, though. I'm just doing my thing, and every few minutes it keeps adding another few hundred people. I don't know what's going on. How we doing, though? Welcome on in. So y'all want to peer pressure Jimmy into buying the merch for me? Okay, thanks, chat. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Timmy here? No, he's Jimmy. I I don't think I've ever called him Timmy. I feel like that's a Martin and Gran thing. Some like that's just like a little too much. I'm like, I can't go there. That's just nah. You got to be in the joke. You have to been there from day one in order to do it, and I was not. Have you built anything in the university that was inspired by Harry Potter? I'm trying very hard to not do things inspired by Harry Potter. The only thing that I've roughly taken a little inspiration from is the interior of the tower that I showed for the 1000 like spoiler today, and then also a little bit for the dining room that we did last Friday on stream. But I try very hard to not take much inspiration from Harry Potter, as I just not a huge fan of the author, so totally understand that it means a lot to so many people, but I don't really like to bring that up on mine when it doesn't. Harry Potter was not one that I really like grew up in big time. Like, it never really meant that much to me, so I just kind of, I'm happy with just leaving it be and not being in what I'm doing, you know. Thank you, May, for linking it again. I appreciate you. What cave with monster plant student project? We're gonna do a big cave that's gonna be, we designed this space on stream a while ago, but we're gonna have a big old check Discord notes underground. Right. I'm gonna tear this. I think I'm actually just gonna tear this out now so that I remember that. I mean, eventually I was just gonna break it and do a cave back here, but yeah, so eventually this right here is going to lead into a huge cave system, like huge, you know, like huge cave system, like super big. No, I don't know. But the cave system is going to go back in there. We're going to carve out a ton of stuff, and it's going to link all the way up into that door, which will eventually break down and open up too. And inside there, we're going to do a lot of cave plants and underground plants and probably some nether plants in there. Why is the university hoodie so expensive? I feel like it's pretty on par for hoodies, but also it is YouTuber merch, which tends to be a little bit more expensive than other things, but the quality also on it is so good, dude. I definitely went for a little bit higher price tag on the merch, not increasing my cut on it, but literally the entire purpose of going on the higher price tag was to get better quality material for the hoodies. And because I know no matter what, YouTuber merch is gonna have a price tag to it. I totally understand that. I even lowered my personal cut by $10 per sweatshirt to make sure that it could be something that was really not super accessible, but like, I mean, trying to be as, what am I trying to say? Trying to be as accessible as possible to people, but I also know that is what it is. But I also wanted something that if people bought it, they weren't gonna get it, wear it once, and then be like, wait, why'd this thing fall apart? You know, like that's not fun. Like that sucks. Like no matter what, I've had a few things that I bought from people in the past that have shown up that I've been like, this is so cool, and then I wear it once, and then I get it out of the wash, and it just does not work anymore. So I very much went with the route of like, I know the price tag is gonna get a little bit more, a little bit higher, and that's probably going to limit a few people who are going to be able to access it, but I was betting on the fact that that would mean that the people who could access it would be much happier with what they get. So like that was my goal with selling the merch, was I want to give something that was going back to the community very much so, and giving something that y'all will be able to get and like actually use for a really long time. Like that was my hope with all of it. I bought a Big Ron shirt. Sadly, the printing started peeling after a couple of weeks because I washed it improperly. Oh, that's a bummer. I haven't heard about any of that stuff, but yeah, sometimes the wash instructions are a little annoying. But yeah, the one that I have for the hoodie, the print, it's not printed on. It's actually built into the sweatshirt. So yeah, I really, really hope the quality does come through really well in these, because I was trying so hard, dude. That was my biggest thing. I was like, if we're doing this, if I'm gonna do merch, like I'm gonna make sure it's merch that actually is something that people will be able, not only want to wear for a long time, but be able to wear for a long time. Because you can have merch that like is like super cool and amazing, but it's just, then it can be like, yeah, and it kind of sucks. Like, falls apart, and then you're like, big sad. So I tried my hardest. I know that the price tag is a little higher than some people's budgets, and I fully understand that. And hopefully in the future we can do something that's a little bit lower. But also, I feel like no matter what, YouTuber merch is definitely going to be on the more pricey side. Done my part and got the hoodie. Delara, thank you. I appreciate it. What's the problem with Harry Potter? I like the movies. Movies are great. The storylines are great. But the author who wrote all of them is not great. And she's unfortunately used her platform to promote some very, very not so good things on the internet. And through that is makes me not want to support her or what she's made. But we're not going to get into it too much. You can go look up your own research. You can go Google Harry Potter author and find their name, and then you can talk about all that stuff. But we don't need to cover that on stream right now. Other than I don't want to support them. You like Star Wars? I do like Star Wars. Yeah, I just never grew up attached to Harry Potter. Like, I know a lot of folks are. Like, I've never cared about what Harry Potter house I'm in or any of that type of stuff. That's never interested me. I didn't even watch all the movies until, like, last year. I finally saw the last ones that I hadn't seen. Luke, I don't know about that. I've never seen Percy Jackson, actually. It was never one that we really watched growing up. Okay, I like this little stretch here. They've got their little stuff here. How can we show that it's like the students are coming out and going swimming? Do we put like some towels down? Do we just take some wool or carpet and we do some little towels? Just like show that they have some towels down here. Probably not in the mud, but like we would just like throw a few towels around like they're just like hanging. Just like, you know, just vibes. They brought some tables and chairs down to hang and be out here, and they're just having a good time, you know? But yeah, chat, we don't need to get into all that stuff with all the drum. Little umbrellas. I feel like umbrellas just get so clunky. Like, I don't know how to do an umbrella that's not a 3x3. And it would be like... I know people used to umbrellas. Like, is there any new umbrella tech, or is this still the umbrella tech? Because those, yeah, those unload also, so we can't do that. So we'd have to do like trapdoors or something. A little beehive. I brought like a picnic basket down. Yeah, that could work. Let's do like birch, I guess. Put a little mace there now. Dude, you think I've even found a heavy core yet? I kind of like the idea of it being a little short. A little short umbrella. No, we'll move that one up. Yeah, we'll do that. Da. And then maybe we do like a clothesline. they've like built somewhere where they can. Ah, yee. How's the stream going? Good, Zero Gravity. Welcome on in, dude. YouTube's been popping off lately. It has. YouTube streams are doing something. Banner. Banner. La banana. What? I got some like towels that are just hanging up, you know. I like that. Yeah, that's kind of a cool little student area. I know the banners are gonna unrender, but that's okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a good little vibe. That's a good little vibe. And we can give him a little tree back here. What type of tree do I want? With a lush pine tree. We've got a few of these guys around. Yep. Put one of them in there. If I type in pine, I should get. Yeah, I have never used these dark pine trees that I made with the mangrove leaves. I still have yet to use any of them. Keep existing. Let's do that. And then we're going to go in with our... Those are alder trees. Get rid of keep existing. We're going to move you to right there. And then we're going to do another one like up here. And I need those little baby birch. Little itty bitty baby birch. We'll go with this guy to keep existing. He can go right up into... Yeah, we just go here. And that'll do. So that gives us a bunch of 3 and a bunch of 2. Make sure all these are looking fine. Nothing's all goofed. Doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. I think that's good for this section. Glazed terracotta as design towels. That's not a bad idea, Eddie. But then we'd have to place them in the ground, though, is the only problem. Nah, I think I'm just gonna leave it as the wool. I'm lazy. This looks fine. Do you think you could build a bonsai tree a student has been growing or is already grown? We've kind of got some decorative trees up in that area that are planned, so technically could be bonsai-y. What would be the large-scale project after FU? Once we finish up FU, Foliage University, FU 2025, class of 2025, FU University. Make sure you grab the merch, get your official FU 2025 hoodie. But after that, the next big project, I really want to spend some time on the landscape up here. I think this needs some love. I want to get these mountains built out. I really am looking into transforming, actually not that mountain, this mountain. Like this guy. I'm really, really tempted to start figuring out what this is going to look like. Because I think we can shift the peak from there, shift it back to like here-ish. Like move the highest point being roughly that height and bring it back over to here. And I think we can get a lot more interest and especially clean up how it curves down into here to the point where we might even be able to get another street along the back for another row of buildings. And then that'll help us clean all of this mess up. And a lot of this would be a big like plateau here or something. Maybe don't use the gray banner. They blend into the rocks. That is true. We'll change it to the gray instead of the light gray. Ah. Ah. No, let's white banner. Mountain honestly should be a bit taller than the magic tree. Do you think? How many times can you see FU? I don't know, Rainy. We'll figure it out. Ah, sorry. Jeez, what the heck was that? Do y'all think that the mountain should be bigger than the tree? Because we do. You remember. Sorry, let me just scroll for a minute. We do have world height up to about there-ish. Now that we've done it, that area right next to the university that is currently snowed over could be some sort of playing field. Any institution could have some form of sport thing. Yes, competitive plant potting. No, actually, this goes even higher. I mean, I'm totally joking about sending up to this high. But just for confirmation of how big the new world height is. Our new world height, you can barely see it, but it goes all the way up to there. Okay, you should be gone now. Thank you. Yeah, let's... Oh, those LODs are broken. Hello. Matter to be slightly lower than tree, making it hidden behind the mountain. Yeah, I do like the idea of the tree canopy just like barely poking out, but I think like raising it up just a little bit could be cool, especially this section. I think this like peak line like needs to be a little bit more rigid and taller, and then we'll get rid of all of the snow for the most part. We'll do some snow on top, but then it's like there's no snow there, but there is snow here. I think that's always kind of bugged me, but I don't know. What mod is that? The one that makes world height higher. It's a data pack that I have. I made. What'd you say, May? Only reason I know this is because of my dad. Hey, you were right. What were you right about? Oh, somebody's emote. What? Like the trunk can be taller? Oh, dude, I am not rebuilding that tree. No, absolutely no part of me is rebuilding that tree ever. Not to you. It's fine. It's fair. It's fair. It's fair. Thanks for the raid. And now Tarzan, I believe. Welcome on in. How we doing? Hi, hi, hi. I might just bring this to being a little bit more bushy stuff. Now along the back, because we have the space.
Keep it real.
I think the mountains should be a similar height to tree. Maybe 10 to 15 blocks below with one really tall peak just barely poking above.
One peak going above is kind of cool. That's just like, phew. That's a good idea. Renee, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, back in here. Normally this is where I'd be bringing in some warp roots around like the base of trees, because I was using those in more shaded areas. But do a little bit like that. Just give it it just gives a few little pops, but maybe this actually not here. I think it might actually be a little too much. But we were also using spruce leaves and pale oak leaves. Has like little underbrush leaves. Love playing with you in the background, but I'm redoing my own foliage because firefly bush overload and you planting grass scared me. Like, what is breaking my plants? Apologies. It's okay. I was watching somebody's stream last night while I was just like grinding, designing something in the creative world, like in this world, and I was watching somebody, I can't remember who. I was just like kind of letting whatever channel I was in end, and a raid was taking me wherever. I just needed background noise type of vibe, you know. I didn't even know who I was watching. I couldn't tell you, but they got blown up by a creeper and died. And I will kid you not, when that creeper explosion started going and then like building up to explode, I was like like, where is it? What's going on? I got so bad by it, dude. I'm in creative now. Like, I'm not even in survival, dude. I was in the creative world here. Like, I had absolutely no reason to be jumping out of my chair like that, but so I just kind of sat there and laughed at myself for a second. I was like, oh, this is good. They were playing regular survival though, so like they didn't die. They just had to respawn. Well, they didn't end the world. They just had to respawn. Yeah, dude, I got hard. Okay, I'm thinking in here we have a little patch of wildflowers or two. Like a little patch right over here. Something like that, and we'll do like an even smaller one over here. Like that, cool. That's honestly not bad. We kind of don't really hate it as is. I'm gonna have to go spend so much time at the grass farm, dude. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. And we also need a little bit here behind where the kitties would be hanging. And that, I mean the students, the very, very adult students. All ages are accepted at the fWhip University. All it takes is a love of plant. You love plant? Okay, you're in. What song is playing? It's Boo Coop Bucks. It's a weird name. I don't even know who it's by. Couldn't blame Jinxie on that one. No, I couldn't. Could not blame Jinxie. Dude, I did almost have a creeper explode on me when I was building the university, though. Oof. That one got me. I was in just, like, build mode, just, like, going shulker boxes back up, forgot to sleep, it was getting late, and just, like, out of nowhere, there's just a creeper in my face. Managed to hit it back and knocked it off something. Wasn't even recording, unfortunately, so, like, I don't even have a clip of it, but it was closest I've come to having a creeper explode in my face in a long time. I was like, okay, I'm ready to log off. I was yesterday, like right before lunch, and I was like, and I'm stepping away to take lunch. I will be back later. Okay, we'll add a few pieces of grass back up here, and then that'll be all that we do for this section. I think this needs to be a little bit more bare. We've done a lot of detail work elsewhere. So we'll make a few of these tall, but other than that, I'm okay with it just being kind of noise back here. We'll add a few bush in just to give it some dark contrast. I know I probably should be, like, it would look better if we're doing, like, patches of moss and everything as we're going throughout all this, but I don't really mind the look of just the grass. And that looks, to me, what just unrendered over? Oh, the banners. But to me, though, granted, we've got a lot more work to do going around the entire perimeter of the lake. How long left on the stream? I don't know. But, like, that feels really cozy. I like that a lot. Now, the question is, do we want a boat in the middle of the lake? And by the question, I mean, the answer is, yeah. Love your hardcore Minecraft vids, but I can't get myself to start a new world. That's okay, dude. It's okay to just enjoy watching Minecraft content and not actually play the game, if that's kind of where you're at, or maybe find a new way of playing that might be a little bit different than what you've been doing already. It's also okay to, totally okay to take a break from Minecraft for a bit. If you're like, I'm burned right now, I don't want to do it. White little sailboat. I feel like I got the boat style there, so I gotta keep the same boat. Like, that's like a unit, unless we have, like, we do have this dock over here. So we could, hold please. Actually, I have a better one to grab from. This one's better to grab from. Technically, we do have these styles of boat in here. We could do something like that. He could kind of just be chilling over there on the side. I'll have to add him in eventually. I still got to come through, and this is one of the only corners of this whole place I haven't gotten yet. Some of that is already decorated in game and around there. But like here up and then underneath these trees needs to be done. And then this I really want to turn into like a charcoal kiln where they're creating charcoal. I've always found it fun to do challenges in different little oddball single biomes. Can give you an appreciation for blocks you wouldn't normally use. Yeah, that could be fun. I definitely get a bit of, I mean, I'm definitely a type of person who just loves to be able to have all of the things because I just like to design with all of the things. So that doesn't typically work the best for me, but I definitely enjoy watching videos of people who do those types of challenges. I don't tend to find myself actually enjoying playing those challenges. Like, for example, love watching Mog Swamp's super flat world. Zero part of me ever wants to do a super flat world. But dang it, I love those videos he makes. They are so good. But you'll never see me making a super flat world. But the grind to go through and do all that stuff, that's so cool. Like, I think it's so absolutely awesome what people are able to do in Minecraft. Especially when you get into like the realm of the limitations and stuff like that. Like, it's so fun to be able to see what people can come up with. But like, nah, I ain't gonna be the one of the people coming up with that stuff. 10K soon. Yeah, we're about to hit 10K viewers again. What the heck? Oh. Oopsies. Oopsies. Okay, saved it. No need to panic. Only calm. Do that. Then we're gonna do another one right there, and then we're gonna get like a little loft. Little bit of get some air. These guys, our sniffers, are gonna be smelly in here, so might as well give them something. Get the air out, you know. We also need to design a new fence because this fence actually does not keep sniffers in. Best way to learn Axiom: if you really are like dedicated to wanting to learn Axiom, I got a tutorial video for you. But if you don't actually want to learn it, and you just there's a tutorial video by Ash's Den. Ash's Den is their YouTube name. Look up Ash's Den Axiom tutorial. It's like a 3-hour something long video, and oh my lord, he goes over everything. Like everything you could need to know about Axiom, he will go over in that video and give examples. Can the boat get under the bridge? No. But that's okay. Actually, let's change that to thank you, sounds great. Yeah, it's like a 3-hour long video. It'll teach what you need to know. I think what I'm gonna do for the fence is we're just gonna go and raise all of these up one. Because that will fix the problem that we're running into for sure. And the problem was that the sniffers were getting out. They were just able to climb up the fence in a few different spots, and it was not going well. That'll keep, that'll do the trick. And then up here we can just throw a little pale moss in to texture this guy. Kind of thinking sandstone for some reason, and then that can be out of like our mud. No, actually this can be out of brick, because I want to use mud in part of the roof to help shade this thing. Give it a little bit more. We'll do a little jungle. Teeny tiny bit of oak in the top. Oh. Yeah, easy. Okay. Green terracotta, please. Green for plants. Yeah, don't want it would blend too much, and I gotta stick with the existing palette. We've already got a palette in mind for this entire place, and so we gotta really stick to it. I think I can throw that sandstone in that I wanted up here, though. I don't know why, but this is kind of making me rethink back up to Ravager Ranch from SOS. This is giving Ravager Ranch vibes right now. And I'm kind of here for it. It's obviously not the same block palette, but it's still got the vibe. What block would you want added to Minecraft? I want to get more blocks that exist in a, like, purple and blue space. Like a true blue and a true purple, I think, are really needed in Minecraft. Because right now, we do not really have anything, especially blue. Actually, purple's also really lacking too, but I feel like I would want a blue, like I really want a blue wood type. I think a blue wood type, like a true blue wood type, not warped. Warped is cyan, it's not blue. But I would absolutely love to be able to get something like that coming into the game. Oh, nope, you're not granite. SOS was great. Loved SOS. It was a fun one. I was really kind of surprised it didn't take off more on YouTube than it did, but I had a great time doing it. SOS is one I'm going to remember very fondly for all, like, the group interactions in it. Oh, hello, Creeper. I feel like SOS was one that I was expecting to do a lot better on when it actually, like, went on YouTube than it did, but it is what it is. Is this going to be an actual sniffer farm? No, there's just going to be sniffers here. I'm not going to automate, like, collection or anything. They're just going to sniff. Sometimes you just got to sniff. Oh, I was going to not do that here. Yeah, we're going to commit. Ravager Ranch Sniffer Edition. Still can work in a little bit of the oak and birch and it'll be fine. 10K viewers. We're getting close. We're at 9.7 right now. At least on my screen. Okay. I feel like I want more blocks to be able to work in this palette too. I feel like there's more that I could do off of what's already in the game. I'm just like kind of struggling to find those things sometimes. I think it's very much a me problem, not a block is missing from the game problem. $10K? Yeah, we're almost at 10K viewers. YouTube be pushing people into the chat. I did change the subscribe thing for talking in chat down to just clicking the subscribe button. Like, you don't have to wait 5 minutes or anything anymore. So, hopefully that actually carried through. Limestone? Limestone would be sick. If you had to rank your SMBs, what would be your favorite and least favorite? I would say favorite, definitely X-Life or Empire Season 1. I would say least favorite probably be some of that. I'd say New Life was probably the one I felt least engaged in. And it was no fault to what was going on in it. I think it's something that I should have. I was already pretty hesitant to want to do the New Life series when it came out. Like when we were talking about it and like planning those things, it very much was one for me where I was like, okay, yeah, if that's what you all want to do, like I'll jump in and I'll be a part of it too because I want to hang out with y'all. But I think I should have really been more on the side of being like, okay, like that sounds great. If that's the route y'all want to go, I'll probably skip out this round and like I'll join up in the next SMP. Like what? Like I probably should have done that because New Life to me was just, again, no issues for how it was done, but it just felt like one that I had already done. And for that, it made me just not really want to be there. And so I did not put enough energy into New Life SMP. How does Source Block rank? Source Block is like mid. Source Block I love because of all the relationships I built out of it and how that led into what I have nowadays. But Source Block, like I think Source Block is a really big kicking off point that created my channel into what it is today. But at the same time, I was so annoyed when Source Block actually like started, because I mean y'all saw there was a bunch of people that signed up for Source Block, appeared in the first episode recordings of the introduction being like, woo, yeah, here's my base plans, let's do all this, and then they never logged on the server again. And it wasn't like 1 or 2 people did that, it was 6 or 7 people did that. And that really sucked. Because there's so much hype that we had going in to be able to work with all these people. And there's so many creators that I was like, oh my god, they're on this server. I'm so excited to play with them, so excited to get to know them and like meet them a little bit more. And then they logged in for the introduction, were online for 10 minutes and said, cool, I'll be back next week. See y'all later. I got to go handle some things. And then they just never came back. And so that really sucked for me. Like that made it into something that was really unfortunate. No, not the 6 or 7 beam. No. What is Source Block? It was an SMP that Vintage Beef started a long time ago. It was before he rejoined Hermitcraft. He started an SMP because he wanted to get back into Minecraft, which is great. Like, very cool to be able to work with him on some stuff. But I think he did it without telling us. He kind of did it as a way of, I think Hermitcraft told him like, hey, we need to see you actually making Minecraft content again before we add you to Hermitcraft again. And so he came into SOS being like, yeah, we're gonna do this great series, blah blah blah. And then after a while, he just kind of disappeared. And then we got a message in the Discord later being like, hey guys, I got re-added to Hermitcraft. I'll keep SOS going for you all, or not SOS. I'll keep Source Block going for y'all. Like, I'll keep the server live if you want to keep going, but just so you know, I'm not going to be recording here any longer. And that was like that one sucked because that was also like the guy who was leading the ship and doing all of it was then like, hey, I'm leaving, bye. And so that kind of also sucked. So that was quickly when Source Block ended, and then I started Legacy SMP. Ads? Dude, we're almost at 10,000 people. Do we force an ad at 10k viewers? Make fWhip the money. Money. What? Yeah, so I'd actually say Source Block might actually be a little bit lower on my list now that I'm actually thinking about it. I think Source Block might actually be like one of the lowest ones too. But like in the way of that server actually functioning, because I feel like I knew Sausage going into it, But that was the first time I felt like Sausage and I were like really, really buddy, like good friends throughout all of it. And so that was great to be able to work with him. And then that's also how we met Catherine and brought her into the group, as she then joined Legacy again with us after. And then Catherine knew Scott, and then we also knew Jimmy through that. So like that's how the Legacy SMP crew came together, was out of like season 1 Legacy SMP came together out of Source Block failing. And then that kicked off so many great friendships and everything. And like that's how I met all of my YouTube best friends since then. You guys play Java or Bedrock? I'm exclusively on Java. You start streaming later than usual? I did today, yeah. I was having too much fun on my birthday weekend, and I needed a slow morning today. Definitely not hungover. Actually, I was not hungover today. I was pretty happy about that. That was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. I was definitely expecting to be a little bit more groggy when I woke up this morning. But it was just like one of those where body tired, don't want to get into the gym, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do everything else. So I was still working and doing things, but I just like didn't want to go exercise. So I just took a little slow morning before I got into the gym, and then now we're here. Stream's still going. I guess we're almost 4 hours today, yeah. Happy belated birthday. Thank you. When are you going to show your gaming room and setup? I posted pictures in the past. Nothing's really changed. Anytime something changes, I'll show it. But I'm not going to do a video being like, here's my gaming setup. Are your pups still sleeping after Saturday? Yeah, they are exhausted. Yesterday morning, I got up and I was walking downstairs to look at the dogs. And I was like, we take their collars off at night. So I got up and I was like putting Coda's collar back on him. And then I walked away and I went towards the front of the room, or like towards where the leashes are hanging up in the living room. And he just picks up his head like, what? And then I was like, do you want to go on a walk, buddy? And he just goes, whoa, just like threw his head back down into the ground. And I was like, so you don't want to go? And he actually rolled away from me. Like he's laying on his side looking towards me, and he rolled away, as in like, don't make me go on a walk. Like, I'm too tired, I don't want to go. And I was like, okay, but buddy, you gotta go to the bathroom though. Like, you gotta get up. And he got up, and normally when I say go to the bathroom, he'll walk to the front door of the house. He walks straight to the back door to go in the yard instead of going on a walk. And he never does that. Coda's the type of dog who will be like, take me on my walkies. I want my walkies. And he was like, nope, I'm done. Just put me outside. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna come back. I'm going right back to sleep. That was so funny though. It was so good. He was such a goof. And Nova was just dead exhausted too. You could tell she was just like, I need sweepies. I must sweepies. Just kind of a little bit of bush, a little bit of grass, nothing too crazy. The sniffers would be romping around in here, breaking down everything or eating all of it. I'm assuming they're herbivores. What if sniffers were carnivores? What if Minecraft sniffers, they just sniff up plants because they're like, that's their thing that they like to do, but in reality they're just carnivores? Like, we don't have any lore either which way, right? Because no, you can't. You feed them flowers to breed. Never mind. Just kidding. Maybe they're omnivores. We don't have any confirmation that they're not. So, you never know. That'd be scary, honestly. I think that'd be such a funny one if Minecraft's just like, okay, so here's the update to sniffers. They are now aggressive. If you attack them, they will destroy you. They're as strong as an iron golem. A little soul lantern here. Now we need another one just here. We got these in here already, so that's fine. I'm trying to think about how we can organize this so it's not just like an open space, but also I guess we could just do it like this. Like these can be the sniffer stalls. And then everybody gets a little over 2 blocks wide of space. Can you get out? Not keyed. Nope. I cannot type, dude. Can you get out of here? Problem. I'm so sorry. Okay, now he can get out. Hello, I'm new to your channel, and I like the building you just made. Thanks, dude. Welcome on in. And because you're talking, you subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate you. If y'all are new in here, make sure you subscribe and like the stream. But definitely make sure you subscribe, because then you can see more stuff in the future when we do other things. Okay, thought. I kind of like that. I actually really like that. That looks good. Please don't spam. That's a quick way to get banned. Nobody needs that. Well, what you do need is a Foliage University hoodie. Hashtag FU 2025. Foliage University 2025. Link in the description. Pinned in the chat. Actually, is it even linked in the description? I think it is. It should be. It is. Haha. And there's a panel under the Twitch stream if you want to check it out on Twitch too. Wow. 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 What do we get? What do we get? What's our first seed? What'd you find? Oh, my pitcher pod. Oh, he's so happy. Look at him. Oh, he's good job, buddy. Yeah, keep sniffing. I think we put like 3 or 4 sniffers in here. I think that's it. Anything more than that's just gonna be so much noise. Now you really make me want to get the hoodie. I'm just saying, it's really cozy. It's really cool. It's right here behind me. You could be the proud owner of the Foliage University 2025. Hashtag FU 2025 University. I'm just saying, it's right there. It's pretty cool, pretty fun, pretty high quality merch, pretty good stuff. Everybody's gonna be like, why is fWhip stream always hashtag FU 2025? Like, people who don't get the bit are gonna be like, well, what happened to him? When did he change? When in reality, it's always been me. Let's do that and that. That'll help kind of blend it down. Yeah. Cool. I think that works up there too. We got all those finished. We got all of that decorated out today. Dude, we did so much on stream today. I mean, it has been 4 hours, but we've done so much on stream today. What if sniffers had existed in real life? Maybe they did it back in the day. I don't know what I want to do here yet. I'm going to wait for the mountain because then we'll figure out how the water comes down. What biome is this? Meadow. Oh, it's such a pretty blue color. I kind of love that. Don't the gates need to be too tall? Nah, they can't get over fence gates. They were just like able to clip like here on top of stuff. Like they were able to kind of clip. Maybe I do need to bring that one up a little bit more here though. actually should do it. Yeah, the fence gate doesn't need to be too tall. They can't jump over a block and a half. We can grab him. Come on, buddy. Yeah. You did so much, I dig it. Now I gotta do a lot of digging now to get this all built up. That's for show. Okay. I think that's what we're gonna call it on today's stream. So since we have 10,000 people in here, I'm gonna run a little ad, and then we'll probably, you know, I'm just gonna throw a little ad in for all the AFK viewers. So that'd be super cool. That we'll see if that actually works or not. I don't know if everybody gets an ad then or not, but are you gonna texture the back wall? Ooh, which back wall? Oh, I do need to texture that. Thank you. Woohoo. I don't think I've ever manually inserted an ad before, but I just did. Not on Twitch, don't worry. Twitch, you guys get enough invasive ads. Yeah, that works. Let's do that. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squishy. I kind of want to give him a tree, but I also kind of like it just being an open field. Maybe a tree right here on this side. What type of tree could work here? Probably one of them sprucey boys. I think that works out. That gives a little bit more like front interest. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. No ad for me either. I don't know. Laughs an ad blocker. Fair, fair, fair. Fair. Okay, well, anyways. I think I'm going to still leave those as no campfires down there. I think it looks better without the campfires blocking the builds behind. And the chimney is already standing out a good amount, so I don't think we need extra interest on them. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you all so very much for being here. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You should make a custom torch flower tree. I don't know if that's a tree. That's a flower, but maybe. Maybe. I know some people just did it. If you have not already, my friends, check out the merch. Merch, 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 merch. Just think of screaming couch, 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 but it's merch, 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 merch. Give it one promo on stream here because I can. If you haven't seen it yet, we have the Foliage University hoodies. They're absolutely amazing. They're super, super high quality. We got 20 days left. We got Joseph. We got Arn Friedier, Kira, all purchased a little bit ago earlier on stream. We are also, there's going to be a tree planted IRL for every single order. So if you order one of these, we're planting a Foliage University forest in the real world. So thank you so very much for everybody who's supporting and checking out the merch and all that cool stuff. It's very high quality. It's super awesome, super comfortable. Here's me wearing it. Wow, it's so comfy. Really cool stuff. I think you'll really enjoy it. And then you can, then after you get one, you could do hashtag FU2025 and like ping me with it. And then it'd be like fully in there and all that cool stuff. But thank you all so very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are absolutely amazing, my friends. And we'll find somebody to send the raid out to over on Twitch for everybody hanging in there. fWhip raid in the chat once you get on over there. YouTube viewers, thank you so much for hanging today. Absolutely amazing. And we're still above 9,000 people today. So with that, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.